think we're live. I think we're live. Let's see.
No, seriously, because he's coming now.
Okay, good.
All right.
That's good. Grab that mic. I can't hear you, Mike. No, you're not on camera. I have no cameras on right now at all. I'm just trying to get set up here. How come I can't hear you?
1, 2.
I can hear that. Can I hear you?
Can you hear me?
No, I hear you.
You hear me now?
Yeah, you got to get right up on that thing. You got to put those headphones on if you want to hear what's going on, but hold on a second here.
I'm still outside in the rain.
Hold on, here we go. I'm not even set up correctly here. I don't even know if we're live. Hold on. I got my K-bar. I got my mise en place. I think I'm all set for that. Hi, Mike. I'm glad you're here because you're always good on the podcast. You can pull the mic out of there if you want. Just pull it out.
Good.
Just yank it out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that at my meeting once.
Mike's a member of the school board in Bayonne. We actually ran a campaign a couple of years ago as a Republican because in Hudson County you have Republicans you have Democrats that are actually Republicans and Republicans that are Democrats. It's crazy in Hudson County, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's the best.
It's the best.
It's the Wild West.
It is.
I don't know why we say that, though.
What, that is the best?
It's the best, like the Wild West. Yeah, I don't know. That's just what
Okay.
I don't know. I
I
think that's
never
just a
said
Democratic
that.
slogan. I don't know.
You can't even say it's a Bayonne thing because I never said it.
Yeah, we got a few people on here. Hey. Mikey V is in Bayonne working. Dude, we're in Bayonne. Where do you think we're at? We're in Bayonne. Oh, what are you doing in Bayonne? You come to my town.
Mikey
You come
V's
to
here?
my town.
Mike V. Shout out
And
to
you
Mike
do not
V.
call me on the phone to make arrangements to come through my town. I don't know. Isn't that,
He's working
isn't
here?
that a movie or something?
It's a movie.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It sounds good though.
You wet my beak.
Oh, I just want to get my beak
I wanna
wet.
be-
The beak wetter. That's a real thing, you know.
Mikey, you're in Bayonne? Dude, come over. Stop your awning right now. Put your awning down. Pick up your
Raining,
rig.
You can't do anything
Yeah, you
outside.
do. You can't work in the rain. Come over
Get
here.
over here.
Get over here.
What kind of work does he do?
He puts up awnings.
You can't do that in the rain, right?
Yeah. No, you can't do that.
I feel like they should be up already. It's already raining.
Yeah, get your awning up so you...
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, dude. You're in Bayonne. It's hilarious. I can't believe you're in Bayonne. Uh-oh. Did I just knock myself off? No, not yet. Good morning, George, Randy, D. I'm not naked. It's just really hot in here. Okay, Mike's coming by. Get him a dab ready. All right. All right. K-bar dab for Mikey coming up. This is great. A hit and run. A professional hit job, just like the council meetings in the old days. This is great. I had no plans for today, but now we got plans.
You got a lot of plans. Everybody's getting it. So if you're in the area, come on, stop by.
It's a party. It's a rain out. It's a rain out. Ow. I feel like I got hit by a truck. It was actually a small car, but it really hurt. I'm all messed up, man. Oh. I can't reach with my hand too much. I try to, but I can't. Yeah, we're talking over music here. Mikey and Mikey's going to be here. You know what I love, Mike? That you actually have people that protest you. You actually have you're a protester.
I encourage people to use their constitutional right.
You do. You
know,
encourage it.
I
You actually
encourage
encourage it.
I'm all for the Constitution, right to protest, freedom of speech. You know, it's great. It's wonderful. That's why we're all here. We love America.
Yeah, sometimes you're more controversial than me, and that's tough to do. But as you know, as a Republican, I tell you, man, not me as a Republican, as you as a Republican, defending Trump must be tough. It must be
is.
tough.
It is, exactly. I mean, I get an idea what it's probably like to be a Democrat in the South. You know, imagine. Yeah. What do you do, right? You know, it's like.
You know the in and outs of New Jersey politics very well. Is the whole system just corrupt? The whole system is just screwed, right? We're all screwed.
Oh yeah, well that's what it's all. That's
Right.
how the game is. You know,
Right.
From the beginning.
They work together behind the scenes. Like the Republicans and Democrats probably do have the money guys telling them what to do. And who are the big money guys in New Jersey? Like who's the big fund? The big funders.
Where did the money come from?
Where's the money come from? For these guys?
Here it's the unions.
The unions for the
unions.
Democrats. Okay, yeah.
Right. Well, that's the biggest funders. I mean, think about it. You get a job, and they automatically
Well, you don't have to
take
vote.
money.
Well, all right. That's true.
Yeah, but then they tell you if you get in trouble with your boss, they ain't gonna help you, right? So you got
Yeah,
It's
but
like, what did you say at the beginning of the show? You were like, "Oh, you want protection?
you want to come to my town?
You gotta pay, right? You gotta pay
come
the
wet
dues.
my beak.
Pay your dues."
You come here and you wet your beak now.
That's right.
Come here and wet your beak, Mikey. We want to get your beak wet and some wax. So yeah, the Democrats fund the unions. I get that, or get funded by the unions. Republicans give funding to the big corporations. It's been the way it's been.
Yeah.
But they all collude against us. They're all looking for control. They're all looking for a way to make money off of us.
Well, no matter what, the people lose.
We lose
Yeah,
either
the people
way.
lose indefinitely. Yeah, the system's got to change.
Are you going to vote for Trump 2020?
Trump 2020.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on. After all this you've seen.
After all this.
After all this, you're still
After
going
all
to.
this.
Why? Why would you vote for Trump after everything you've seen?
It's that or Sleepy Joe.
No, it's not Mikey. Sleepy Joe. Have a seat. How long can you stay, Mikey? How long? 5 minutes? Really?
I can stay for 5 minutes, enough for a nice dab hit.
Oh God. We haven't even started the show yet.
Show just started.
Yeah, I still have music on.
Show just started, and I'm here.
We have. Are you doing an awning today in the rain?
Yeah, I was doing a field measure. I was doing a couple field measure. Someone's getting a retractable over on Center Street in Bayonne over there.
Really?
So, was doing that, and then I got to get back. I'm not, like, on a tight leash, but since it's a new job that I started, and I'm on my second week, I want to show excellence. You know, I'm so used to just fucking off and, like, you know, whatever, but I don't want to do that on this job. You know? But I figured you were in Bayonne. Once you went live, I was like, where are you at? Are you in Bayonne? I am here.
Here, do a hot one.
All right, it's going to be hot. I'm ready.
Okay, that's a huge, monstrous, gratuitous dab. That's not even a medicinal dab. That's a gratuitous. Gratuitous. That might be a. Let's see, 1, 2. This is a terpy one. That's the here's the terpiest one ever, right here. This is the nicest dab right here. Terpy time. Welcome to Terp Town. Hey, you got 4 out of that one. Okay, I still got some on here. I'll do it later. I'll save that for later.
2 nights ago, a bunch of oil spilled in my eyeglass case, and I got it all. And I got it all over this piece of foam, right? So it was.
You can't even talk. You can't even talk.
Look at that.
Oh, wow. This is a mess. What the hell is that?
It's like a gram of oil, at least.
Oh,
So
you can't see this, can you?
I didn't want to waste it, so I cut it. I cut it off and I ate it with the foam. I did get super baked.
You can't see it. I have to put it on this one. I'm not prepared. I'm unprepared, Mikey.
The picture doesn't even do it justice because it's a big hunk of glob, and I didn't want to waste it.
A big hunk.
I tried to scrape it off, and it wasn't happening. So I just cut the foam off, bunched it up, and swallowed it.
Oh my God!
You think your body breaks down foam?
At some level,
Yeah.
maybe in a couple of
I
decades.
wasn't going to waste it.
Maybe in a couple of decades, you'll be all right. Wow, Mikey,
Now I'm super baked.
nice.
Super stoned now.
Wow.
Oh, super baked. And I got a nice little ride back.
Sweet.
But this is a nice little treat.
Yeah,
It's great.
this is great.
It's excellent. The hell.
Can you come back?
Now because I got to go back down to Edison, and then I got to do some metal runs and shit like that. So I'm gonna be like in Middlesex County.
Okay.
This actually was perfect timing because I was leaving Bayonne. I just finished doing the measure job over there, so I was literally like leaving. The timing couldn't have been more better.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Now I got a heavy sweat going on from the dab.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, we got you good.
Got me good. You always get me good.
K-Bar Dab's the best.
Seeing stars.
Hot dab.
But at least you're. I'll watch you though on the way back now.
We might call you. We're gonna do maybe a live.
Yeah. What do you have set up for today? Anything?
Nothing.
Just fucking around.
Nah.
Mm, cool.
Just K-Bar Dab. This is
K-Bar.
it.
Nice.
Boom.
That's the
All
plan.
day.
It's a good plan.
I'm glad you're here to do the first one.
Yeah. I'm rocked. I'm like totally rocked right now.
So there's 2 parties this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
2 huge social events.
Yep.
I don't know if I can make the first one, but I'm definitely going to do the second one.
This has been like no events in like 8 months, and now there's like event.
Back to
Event.
Back to
Yeah,
back.
that's cool though.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Both nights should be fun.
Yeah. One's
Yeah.
a pizza party.
Yeah, pizza party on Friday.
Oh, my
Or
God.
no, Saturday. I'm sorry.
Those are the best. I love those pizza
infused
parties.
pizza.
Yeah.
And then Saturday the Marley thing.
He can cook.
Yeah. Oh, it's always so good. That pizza's the best.
Can we give them a shout out or no? Not really?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, shout out to Dough Pies. That's Saturday. Why do I keep saying
Saturday night for dough pies.
Yeah, and
If you-
Duber.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
If you
Yeah.
know, be there.
If you want to get tickets for it, you can contact Aubrey. You get tickets to her.
Yeah.
And then the Marley thing is on Sunday.
That's going to be, dude, I just found out the tent is like the size of a football field.
Sweet.
No, dude, it's like you can play football in this
Sweet.
tent. It's got a dance floor.
It's gonna be great.
We're going to have 4-point sound around the dance floor. I have enough wire and stuff to do 4-point sound. It's going to be off the hook. We're going to do this right. I'm
Yeah.
psyched. I'm
Sweet.
excited. Yes.
Looking forward to finally being out and doing something.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be cool. But all right, let me go. I gotta get going. Thank you for the dab hit, Lefty.
All
You
right.
and a man. Enjoy the show.
How about a song? No song for us?
Um,
A cappella version or something? Nothing.
Frogs in the middle and he can't get out. He can't get out. He can't get out. The frog's in the middle and he can't get out. Take a stick and poke him out. There you go. Bye.
Ribbit. 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 Thanks, Mikey. Wow, that was fun. That was fun. Wow, boys and girls, that was a great treat. I had not planned that, and wow, I'm excited. Woohoo! I didn't even do my K-Bar dab yet. When's my K-Bar dab? Mikey, everybody else left me. Mikey! Oh, jeez. Republican Mikey, come back. I want to question you about your republicanism. Just when I was getting into Trump, how do you defend Trump? I was just getting into it with him, and he was just going to tell me how he defends Trump. And because there's kind of no defense for any of these guys. I'm not. This is why I don't get funding, because I don't support the Democrats either. If I supported the Democrats, believe me, I would have funding. But I don't. I don't support any of these guys. Any of them. I don't know how anyone can. It's a mess. I'm going to vote for Howie, I think. I like Howie. I like the Libertarian too, but I don't know. Howie came on the show. Hey. Howie came on the show, and if he wins, hey. Boom. Yeah. Howie Hawkins. All right. Where's my stuff here? I have unprepared. Mikey, where'd you go? I'm unprepared for my show today. I need my phone. I was going to do a call to everybody. That was a great song. I'm going to do a call and set this up here. All right. How am I going to set this up? I'll set this up right here with my camera. This is great. I love doing this. Let's see who picks up. Let me set. Here, this is what I have to do. I have to set up my camera. I have the secondary camera here. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to do this the cheap way. You know what? I should probably do it a little bit. Here, hold on. I hate dead air. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to fix dead air, too. I had a... All right. That's not it. All right. I just got to go get something. Something to put the phone on. Because I want you all to see this. So let's play something from our friend. Hold on. And if you do a search for ignorance is no excuse Brick City, you will come up with this. There we go. Give me a second here.
I'm Mr. Nice Guy. Everybody know me. I buy a pound, break it down, and throw it in a stogie. I'm Mr. Nice Guy. Everybody know me. Buy a pound, break it down, throw it in a stogie. Smokers only in my section. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on. You ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on. You ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on. You ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. That shit I smoke is out as fuck and your shit be barely stinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on. You ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on. You ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on. You ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. That shit I'm smoking is out as fuck and your shit be barely stinking. If it don't shatter, it don't matter. I need quality pot. You think you smoking on what I'm smoking on, but you probably not. I'm on that Mary Jane wine, Cinderella 99. I see you smoking on what you smoking on, it ain't better than mine. I got a Beast Coast connection, baby, buds are us. A natural born stoner, you should fucks with us. If it ain't stankin', it ain't dank, then no pass it to me. I need about 0 CBDs and a bunch of THC. I graduated from the International Smokers Academy. I majored marijuana, but my minor was anatomy. I met 2 stoner chicks, let's call them Kimberly and Natalie. The father was a grower and he sold it to the faculty. I got a half a gram of my suture vape, it's turned on, it's packed in. I take a pull till my lungs is full, I'm puffed till the last dragon. And I'm high as hell, I'm dabbed out, my eyes low, might pass out. If you ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on, you can get your ass out. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on, you ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on, you ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on, you ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. That shit I smoke is out as fuck and your shit be barely stinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on, you ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on, you ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on, you ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. That shit I'm smoking is out as fuck and your shit be barely stinking. Finally the herb has come around, and all that weed that you've been waiting for, I got it by the pound. And the numbers are so loaded, I don't gotta break it down. And we don't cross the bridge for nothing, I heard Jersey got it now. If it smell right, then it sell right, not the moldy and stale type. I take a gram and grind it up and stuff it in my peace pipe. Dirty bong water as seen on IG. I show the cops my weed card when they ask me for ID. Ain't got a license to drive, but I got a license to smoke. I offer dabs to my company to watch niggas choke. The Brick City representative bring the west to the east. They call my edibles incredible when they hit the streets. I'm medicated and medicate, I wake then I bake. I'm on a higher level than you, let's get that straight. This is a cannabis community, so come on in. Every day is 420, every night is 710. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on, you ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on, you ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on, you ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. That shit I smoke is out as fuck and your shit be barely stinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on, you ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on, you ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. You ain't smoking on what I'm smoking on, you ain't drinking on what I'm drinking. That shit I'm smoking is out as fuck and your shit be barely stinking.
Still setting up here. All right. This should be fun. This is what I did last time, and this actually worked out pretty good. Some people liked it a lot. So we're going to do it again, and nobody even knows I'm doing this. This is great. But I'm going to call our group chat again and see who picks up. So anybody can pick up on the group chat. I'm going to dial it now. Let's see if I can hear it first. Let's do an audio test. And then we'll get some video up for you. Hold on. This is great. I love doing this. I don't hear anything. Hold on. Let me see if I hear myself. If I dial. Sorry, I'm by myself today. I have nobody. Nope, I don't hear anything. There it is. All right, so I usually put this through my Bluetooth. Oh, my back is done. I'm in a lot of pain today. I need some help here, guys. All right, let's try this again. Let's see who calls in on the show. This is fun. Now I change it over here. Let's see if I can hear you. Hello there. You're live on the air. Hold on. I can't hear you, though. I can't hear you. Damn it. Hold on. Something's wrong. It worked last time. Oh, boy. Sean's on. Hold on, Sean. Sound guy sucks today. We have issues. Hey, buddy. Hold on. Hold on. Let me fix this. We got no sound. Hold on. I'll do it the hard way. I'll do it the old-fashioned way like we used to. It's going to sound not as good.
Pouring here. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty bad yesterday again. The lightning was pretty serious. It was time to go into.
Right? Oh my. Yeah. Well, right now, like I'm living in a basement, so I'm like, yeah. But still, like that rocked the whole house. I was like, damn.
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, it was shaking. Definitely shaking the pines yesterday.
Yeah, right?
But like about an hour after the rain, though, the smell of the woods, man, is awesome.
Amazing. Oh,
everything. And all the flowers like come back out. It's like whoop whoop was awesome. It was really stinky to catch my drift.
Yeah.
Oh, Lefty, there you are.
We get it.
You there, Lefty?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Can you hear us?
Well, I had to do it the old-fashioned way. If you could see what I'm doing here, I'll show the people at home. I had to hook up a microphone to you guys because my sound ain't working.
Well, I got you on the big screen over there. I just got my little iPad over here.
I should put it on, like, I'm not watching the feed. I'm just
I got him on
doing this. Yeah, I should do the same thing. I can't believe I need my kid, though, to figure my YouTube out.
Well, Jeannie and Joshua do all that for me.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
So I'm not the only one, technologically, like...
Yeah, have the kids do it.
You know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, doesn't make me feel so bad anymore.
I'm here for a free helper for $9.99.
He might early.
Call now and you'll get 50% off your chance to get a helper just like me.
A free helper, he said? Did you say free helper for $9.99?
Well, you have to call in, and you have a possibility of getting a free helper. But it's $9.99 an hour for the helper service, apparently. I don't know. First time I've ever heard about it. So.
That's much money for me. I like that.
How about I'll bribe you with video game time?
Oh, yes,
I like that.
See, I knew it.
That'll work.
Oh, that sweet spot. Yeah, he's not getting video game time.
Yeah, give him Wi-Fi time and game time. That always works in my house.
Yeah, mine too, but right now,
Oh, yeah. Well, you gotta do it. I know that feeling. I have no problem telling my kid enough.
Well, and that...
Hit the button, huh, Lefty? Hit the button.
Well, when it was starting to get to the hey, man, can you help me? Well, you gotta wait a minute. I'm doing it. No, like, I'm first.
Oh, you come.
Mom comes first. Like, you know, not the video games. You pause that, you can go back to it. So we had to
Oh, yeah.
put a temporary moratorium. So he'll get through it though. Like, he's hanging tough. I told him he's got to get creative. Like, what am I supposed to do? Well, we've got books, we have board games, we have cards, we have coloring.
I tell him, look, I'll put you back to the 1800s. Ain't no electricity. Here's a candle on the book. Have at it.
Right. That's good.
I got no issues with it. I tell him this is a privilege. It's not a gimme. It's a privilege.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, I understand that you were inept in what you were doing, and I get it because I get like focused and the rest of the world shuts off. But guess what? When I hear the dinner bell or mama call, it's an automatic.
Yep.
Automatic, true. Because I know if not, you know, she's gonna earth me, so I might as well just go ahead and get it done.
Yep. There you go. Right? Like, just make it easier. Like, I don't understand why they make it so hard on themselves. Because then he's like moping around all grumpy, and he's like, well, it's just
well, yeah.
do anything.
Same way though,
like,
take something away that I like, whether I should have it or not. I get pissy. I'm grown.
Yeah, of course.
I
hear you. We all do, right? I mean, that's just life. But I'm working on not raising an entitled gentleman, an entitled little douchebag. I'm very lucky that I'm kind of at that point, and he's 10, so I can work on correcting. So that's what we're working on. Because you're not entitled to shit. Anything you get, you got to work for. You know? Like, he wanted to join this Navigators, which is kind of like the Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
And we went, and afterwards, he's like, "What? I gotta do work to get the badges?" Well, yeah.
Badges?
How else do you?
We don't need no stinking badges.
I don't
Yeah,
like
well,
that.
it didn't last long.
Issues. I get Ajahn when I see badges. I get all like, like, I gotta do what? Badges? No, I see them. I just like, shh. I go like this to them when I'm in the woods. Shh. That's the bird. The birds are going to tell you where they're at. You just see that direction the birds are looking at, we go in the other direction.
That's true. That's true.
Because they got badges.
Yep, I hear you, man. We got to do it. Get some stuff done.
Listen, boys and girls, I'm going to call you guys back. I have an interview that we're going to do.
That's what's up.
And somebody's going to come in and interview me on my taxes.
Uh-oh.
But he went across the street because he had to go pee.
Wait, interview you on your taxes?
On my taxes, about Bayonne's taxes, about the taxes in Bayonne, apparently.
Oh, okay. I thought
got you.
Had that knock on the door, like, where's my money?
Yeah, right. No, I pay my taxes.
I don't like
That's what I was thinking, Sean. I'm like, taxes? What?
I pay my stinking taxes.
Yeah, me too. And then some.
And that, yeah, exactly. What's that?
Are you live? Yeah.
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah.
We're live. I'm going to call back in a few. Actually, you can stay on, but you guys have to be quiet because he's going to interview me on my taxes. So if you want to listen to that, it might be riveting.
We can do that.
All right.
I can keep my mouth shut.
All right. All right. He hasn't. He went across the street to use the restroom.
He went across the street.
I don't have.
Okay. Well.
I have a problem. I don't have a bathroom right now.
Okay.
And I can't even go to town hall to use their bathroom. Town hall's closed. So I don't know what to do. I have to take a poop at some point, and I don't know where to go.
Lord have mercy.
I don't know where to go. Where do you go to take a poop when town hall's closed?
I live in the woods.
In the woods, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna go in the back by the bamboo.
Yeah.
We have a commode for at night, so we don't have to go wake the rest of the house up.
Yeah. I'm gonna shit where I eat.
Then you just have to clean it. Yeah.
Isn't that terrible? I know. Sean's shaking his head. He's like, "No, don't do it by the bamboo."
Listen,
yeah, not by the bamboo.
gotta break it down. You'll be burning out your plant, man.
I know. I gotta go down to the bay, Newark Bay.
I won't hurt you.
Just don't wash with the water. And watch the leaf you grab. Make sure you grab the right leaf.
Oh my goodness.
Take some leaves with you so you're good to go before you get there.
So go get your taxes done.
Are we waiting for the dude to come back? Is that what's up?
I don't know what they're doing. You know, lefties and left field.
Yeah, we're ringing it. We're ringing it today. We just got somebody coming over, and he's going to interview me.
It's fun this way because we don't have to worry about being out there in the weather,
No.
the rain today. So
Today'd be one of those days. We'd be in Trenton.
I love it. I'm potted.
I'm gonna do some diamond painting and smoke some hemp. I'm not going outside right now.
Yeah, I was out earlier and did watering. I'm back in.
Yeah, I'll go out. I'm just, yeah. Ugh. I'm trying to get latex out of my lungs still, so.
That's fine.
It's all good. It's all good. It'll be all good.
All I see is Lefty's nipple. And now it's palm.
I'm making a mess here.
Oh, yeah?
He's a hot mess.
What's new?
Alright, well, I'm going to jump off and I'll come back on later. I'm going to go over.
Alright, so you're gonna just.
Yeah, I'll call back.
call us
I'll call
back,
back in a few. Yeah, make it easier. I'm a mess today.
Alright, I'll figure out my YouTube while you're doing that.
All right. Bye. See ya.
See you.
All right. Yeah, this is a mess over here right now. We have absolutely terrible production today. I'm sorry about the production quality today. But we do have a gentleman coming over to interview me with Mike Alonso, and I guess they want to know about my taxes? I don't know. Let's find out together. So I'm going to do a K-bar dab. I can't believe my phones are not working correctly. Oh, that's so hurtful right now. I have nothing here to do except do a K-bar dab. So, how you all doing out there? We have a big party on Sunday. It's the Marley Sheen Memorial. It's in a tent that's the size of a football field. Literally a football field. It's amazing. I'm so excited. And it's going to be a really good celebration of Marley's life. And we all love him, and we're all going to miss him. But he's with his mom now, and he's in a gated community. And that gated community has 12 doors, apparently. And yeah. Let me heat up my rig here. Hold on. Oh. Excuse me for 1 second. Excuse me while I light my rig. Purple weed. I got some purple dabs, actually. I'm going to do some purple dabs. Purple dabs. All in my rig. All right. Don't touch the rig with your arm. All right. We are smoking some grape cookies, I believe. What the hell did I take? I don't even know. All right. Oh. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. You're all going to be like, take a hot dab, Lefty. No, I'm not taking a hot dab. There's no reason for that. There's no reason to take a hot dab. There we go. That's a little better. Oh, I think they got a grill for the party. Got a grill. We're going to have 4-point sound with the dance floor. There's a dance floor. Yes, there's a dance floor. We're all going to hit off Marley's nail. We're going to have huge projection, huge TVs of Marley's videos. He's going to be DJing his own event as well as some other special guests. Okay. Woo. Okay, so now I'm just waiting for our buddy to come back to do the interview with me. Set this up. Give him a place to sit. He can have a microphone over here. All right, let's set this up. I don't know if he dabs, but we'll find out together. Oh, boy. So, oh my God. That was a good one. So we're here in Bayonne, and I'm in the bamboo garden behind me. We're inside today because it's raining, so we're not in the bamboo garden, but we're outside, inside from the bamboo garden. But you can see behind me there's a bamboo picture. We love bamboo here. I've been using it inside the house for different things, for shelving, for holding up shelves, holding up things that are broken, for curtain rods. And eventually I'm going to start doing the whole house in bamboo. Going to dress the whole house in bamboo. Yep, it's going to be beautiful. I can't wait for that. Oh, it's hot in here. Oh, man, that was that. I got to put the air on, but then you're going to hear it. So I'll try to wait. Oh, man. Oh, see, this is what I'm supposed to be doing when I have a co-host or somebody here with me. Because otherwise you just get dead air and me choking. And it's not fun to watch somebody choke on live air. It's not good. It's not good radio. It's not good video. It's just somebody choking and doing dabs. And I've seen people just get on there and just do dabs and have nothing to say. Just dab, 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 dab. And I don't want to be that guy. I want to tell your story. That's the reason I got into this, is not to tell my story and not to harp on things about me all day. As I want to tell your story. I want you to come on and talk about you and how things affect you, how cannabis has affected your life in a positive way, how your disability has affected your life in a negative or positive way. I want to tell your story, and that's what's important. It's your perspective that matters, and it's your perspective that's going to get you to do something and to help and to take part. Because it took a lot of shocking for me to take part, and seeing Cheryl Miller suffer was what made me take part many years ago. And now watching my friends go through what they're going through and the struggles, it makes me want to, solidify my position more. And it's sad that there are people out there that just lost the plot, as Gordon Ramsay would say. They've lost the plot. It's pretty sad. Okay, Crip Camp, I love. Marina, I love Crip Camp. It's the best thing ever. And what's this here? There's going to be a bunch of hamburgers and hot dogs, and there's going to be a grill. So we got a grill. Nice. We got a grill. And the tent is like a football field. So, yeah, there you go. This is going to be an amazing event. I can't wait. Hi, Jenna. I'm just checking in here myself. Yeah, Crip Camp was probably the most amazing thing ever. It's a bunch of hippies who ran a camp for disabled people. And it was a really, really good movie. A documentary. right here. I'm a little confused about what happened here because we were supposed to do the interview. Like, we were going to pee and do the interview. I didn't know we were doing number 2. Are we doing number 2 or what? Hello? Jeez, what happened to the interview? I thought we were doing an interview. Oh, hold on. Let's see. What a mess. Where's my... Nothing's working today. Let me try it again. Yeah, I know. Nothing's working. I'm hearing from my producer. Nothing's working. Sorry. Trying again. This is a nightmare show right now for me because I'm doing the production. You can't do production and do the show at the same time. It just doesn't work. You need to have a co-host, otherwise it just doesn't work. See now, look, connection unsuccessful. This is what I gotta go with. You gotta go through every week because I'm here by myself. It's very tough. I'm in a lot of pain, so thank God Chris and his buddy is coming to move the equipment on Sunday because there's no way I can move the equipment with one arm. I literally have one arm. I just went to an MRI this week, and they said to me, you have to wear the mask inside the MRI machine. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm in the machine by myself. There's nobody else in the room, and I have to wear a freaking mask in a thing where I'm already claustrophobic. I'm already freaking out because I'm claustrophobic, and now I got to wear a mask on top. That's a little much. I'll wear the mask if somebody needs me to wear a mask, but the only thing I'm thinking is if I sneeze in the machine and it just saves them work from having to go in there and clean it. It's if they're trying to save work, well, I'll literally... Oh, never mind. That's terrible. But, yeah, they should clean that machine after every use anyway, so a sneeze in the MRI machine shouldn't matter. But, yeah. Yeah, it was ridiculous. I had to wear a mask in an MRI machine for my shoulder. And then I got to go back again for my neck. Ugh. Because I got neuropathy again. I'm a mess. I'm a friggin' mess. My lower back's a mess. I got sciatic pain. Oh, my God. And I don't normally complain a lot, but jeez, give me a break. I feel like I got hit by a car. Oh, wait, I did. Oh, man. All right, let me try to connect this one more time. This is what I have to go through. I'm sitting here trying to get this to work, and I have good signal today. It's just my phones aren't working. And I hate when the phones don't work because I have literally no control when the phones don't work. Come on, phones. And where's Mike Alonso? I'm going to call Mike Alonso right now. So what the hell are you guys doing? Yeah, let's do a test call for Mike Alonso. That's who we're going to test it with. All right, hold on. Let's see. Where is it? This is it here. Okay. All right, please work. That's super loud.
Have reached the voicemail box of 2.
For real?
276. That mailbox is full. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
Seriously? Seriously? What are you guys doing over there? Are you shitting? What are you doing? Apparently it's a commercial. They're making a commercial about Bayonne. And about the taxes in Bayonne. I got to put a shirt on. I can't do a video when I'm naked like this. I got to put a shirt on. So first of all, I have no wardrobe department. Where's my wardrobe department? No, I don't have that either. Here they come. All right, here they come. All right, I got to find a shirt, guys. Guys, I need a shirt, so because I can't do the interview naked like this. I got to get a shirt on. And Mike, Let me find a shirt. Here, come on over here. Grab a seat, Mike. And what's your name? I'm sorry.
I'm Mike also.
Oh, okay. So far, we had 3 Mikes here today. We had Mike, and Mike. Monholio was here. Oh, my goodness. So you're going to interview both of us. This is great. Mike, grab this mic here so I can hear you. And then I'm going to put a shirt on. This is like, yeah, this is.
Hey, what's happening?
There you go. Hold on. Let me get a shirt. I got to find a shirt. Here we go.
Okay. I also got to mic you up really quick.
Oh, okay.
Are you interviewing me also?
Yeah, I'll interview. Yeah, sure. I don't know nothing about you, so here we go. This will be fun. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah. All right. So let me actually get you mic'd up. I got.
All right. Yeah, because I know nothing about you, and you know nothing about me, so we're gonna learn about each other.
All right. So let's.
Live on TV.
You can actually. You have a black shirt. So I'm just gonna see.
Lavalier microphone. Oh, hold on.
Or actually, yeah, you can probably slip it
Let's
up
get
your
this
shirt.
out of here.
Yeah. Just pin it on the top.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna just set this down over. Set this down over here. You gonna wear these glasses?
Maybe.
I'll just put this like.
I might.
This is definitely
'Cause I
an
can't see
amazing
anything.
moment.
I can't hear anything.
Producer Mike, producer Lefty.
What?
Producer Mike, producer Lefty in the same room.
Put on your headphones, because you have headphones there. Actually, you can hear it. It's like, yeah, this is like a real podcast,
This
Mike.
one or wait, what about this mic? Is this one good?
Yeah, just get right
I'm
on
actually
it.
gonna take that stand out. Is this? Am I using this one or this one? It's gonna
That
be
one and that one.
I'm gonna put
I'm
this
turning
one.
that one off.
All right, so I'm gonna put this one in here.
And Mike's on there. Okay.
Wait, how do I take this out?
You just pull it out.
Oh.
What are you gonna hold it?
No, I'll put it in here because I gotta shoot you. Well, actually, hold up. Are we gonna?
I need to hear you, so I need to hear.
So I guess I'm gonna talk. So wait, am I gonna film while we're talking? Or
Sure.
Yeah. Interview. So right
Sure.
now, what are you gonna talk about?
Well, this is a medical cannabis show.
Medical cannabis
So, hey, get up on that mic. What's your name?
My name is Mike.
Okay, so Mike. Oh, I'm not gonna say your last name.
Yeah.
Mikey. How am I gonna distinguish the two? Mike.
We got producer Mike.
Producer Mike.
Producer Mike.
Producer Mike. You're producer Mike.
Producer Mike. Yeah.
And what are you?
School board Mike.
School board Mike.
School board.
School board Mike.
This is fun. Okay. I'm really high right now, guys. So I smoked a lot of cannabis because I'm a medical patient, and I have a lot of back pain. This is why I do this podcast. Started this podcast many years ago at the State House. We started this thing. So are you filming this now?
No, I'm not rolling. No.
Okay. So I'm just going to tell you, what we're doing here. But we've been at the State House for 6 years, and we have a bunch of patients. People like Mike, who has a card also.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I know you just got your card like 2 weeks ago.
Yep. We got the card.
You got a what do you
Card
mean?
carrying member. Oh, we got to renew it.
Oh, you just renewed your card. You've been a card holder for a while.
Yeah.
Get up on that mic like prison. Remember prison? Get up on that mic. I'm just kidding. Just move your chair up a little bit. There you go.
This is a big chair.
Yeah, that's Grandma's chair.
Oh, if you guys are smoking, I got my cigars over there in the car.
What are you smoking?
This is a Black and Mild.
Oh, jeez.
Do you want
Black and Mild, it's a mini cigar.
I'm gonna start doing dabs. Talk into that mic though. I can't hear you. Hold on. Let me turn you up, maybe.
Well, man,
so we gotta do our.
it's a lot of.
We gotta film the. We gotta take your shoot because we gotta get to Charles's house too.
Yeah, you got to make a commercial. So what's this commercial for? Yeah.
Well, documentary.
Okay, it's a documentary.
Documentary
for Bayonne specifically.
Bayonne, yeah, the fall
Really?
of Bayonne. The fall of Bayonne.
The fall of Bayonne.
Right.
Wow. So what is the fall of Bayonne? Why did you start this first of all? What got you going on this project?
What got me going on this project, the fall of Bayonne, is my wife and I moved here 3 years ago from New York City, Brooklyn. And right when we moved here, our first impression was that it looked like a Disney town. We landed on Broadway. You see all the mom and pop shops. Everybody's smiling. It's happy. And we were just kind of like, we came from this big city where everybody's busy in a rush. Everybody's got to stick up their ass. It's kind of everybody's crazy. But in Bayonne, it was just like everybody's kind of just quiet. They're doing their own stuff. They're smiling. They're waving at you. It's like, a nice, quiet, peaceful little town. And the first impression here was pretty good. And once we started like living here and like engaging in the community and like actually like trying to work with businesses and stuff and like actually looking at what's out there, I realized, wait a minute, like almost every business, they say they're opening, but almost every business is closing, is being boarded up. Like people have been here forever and it's kind of stagnant. Like you got all these mom and pop shops, but they all like, you can see that struggle in their eyes. Like something is struggling. They're getting old. I haven't really seen any young business owners here. Very, very few, but most of them have been just mom and pops, very good people. They've been here for generations and their kids have left and now they're just stuck with this thing. And it's like, I just noticed like not really much is growing. But everybody's saying we're booming, we're growing. But I'm like looking at the streets, Avenue C, you know, JFK, Broadway. You're walking up and down, everything's closed, it's boarded up. You just got stuff in the windows, and nothing's happening. And everybody's saying something's all the people that are in the city, they're all saying it's booming, it's growing. But all I see is like buildings going up, and this whole thing just started opening up. Like I really couldn't understand like why was this city so stagnant? Like you'd think like the cost of living here is a lot lower compared to the city. That's why we moved here, and it's a lot lower to open up a business. But at the same time, for the residents, when I actually started talking to people here, they were kind of shocked. Like, yeah, man, I was paying like $600 a month. Now it's like $1,200, $1,300. Like it almost doubled for them, for the people here, only in a couple years. So for them, it was kind of a shock. So to know the prices just jumped like that, it was kind of like, I couldn't really understand what's going on. Why is everything going up here? What's up with the business? Why is nothing growing? Why is it like so stagnant? And I've just noticed the same group of people at every single event, the same group of people like all over the city. And it's like, you got that one tight crowd, and they're all great people. I met all of them. They're super cool to chill with. But when it comes to actual like community and business and actually growing, it was very stagnant and nothing was happening. And that's when I started going deeper and deeper and deeper and just uncovering all this stuff. Because originally, you know, I thought like, hey, there's a port over there. You got all these nail salons. Maybe it's like a laundering drug front, because you got that heroin place, the sandwich shop that closed down like last year.
Yeah.
So that was like, hey, maybe it's a drug city. But I was like, nah, it can't be, because you got all these police officers. Nah, it can't be. This can't be like a Breaking Bad. No, this can't be. So that's when I started digging deeper, and I saw like a lot of it is, you know, you got to start following the money. And that's when you see like, you know, the rents. Why is the rent so high? It's because the landlords are paying the higher taxes. Why are they paying higher taxes? Because taxes keep going up and up and up, but the population is going down or it's staying the same, and not much of anything is changing. And all that money is kind of floating around the city. Everybody's getting city jobs. That's all fun. So it's crazy. Like once you start following the money and looking at the actual books, that's when you really like uncover a whole can of worms. Like, oh my God, you're like in a rabbit hole, just like seeing all. It's like, holy shit.
Abatements
And all that stuff. And I actually, when I moved here, I saw these luxury buildings going up. Like me, I'm a straight up capitalist. I'm a business guy. I like, you know, creating like value in communities. People need to make money. They like to live. They got to have a livelihood. They got to have a good life. So I believe in doing that. And like you see all these luxury buildings going up. I actually initially didn't understand like why are people so angry? Why do they not? What's the big problem with, you know, a little bit of gentrification? Like you make the community better, you make it look nicer, you get some better quality people in here that are nicer and, you know, making more money. What's up? Why do they hate these luxury buildings so much? Like what's the problem? And I didn't really get it until Alonso kind of helped me see the whole thing. And the whole picture is these people are not paying their property taxes, or they're paying like very little. So let's say they got to pay like $50K a month or whatever, $50K a year. They're paying nothing for 40 years. And the problem, where it gets people, is all these homeowners are paying their property taxes, and you're getting less and less of them, and they're paying for the whole difference of the city. These buildings are not paying their property taxes, but they're now getting in all these residents to live there, and they use the city services, the streets, the schools. The schools are the big part, where now they're sending their kids to these schools. But the building, they pay their rent, but the building doesn't pay property taxes. So essentially, they're getting a free bus ride. And the homeowners of Bayonne that are old, that have lived here for generations, their kids already grew up, they already sent them elsewhere. The kids have left the city. Now they're paying for these other people. And it's like, why is all this going on? The homeowner, the taxpayer, and the abatement. That's when I realized, wait a minute, that's not fair. And one thing that really put the icing on the cake is a lot of these developments. My friends live in them. They have their own shuttle bus that takes them out to Jersey City, takes them out to the Path Train to shop outside of Bayonne. So like they're just like, and we're paying for all this. The taxpayers are paying for this for to get a shuttle bus to go out there and shop in another city where none of that comes back here. So it's like, I was like, wow, that's when it just like, it's crazy. That's when I started just seeing all this, and I was like, holy shit. It was like, damn.
Wow.
So this last like 2 months, it's really been like, just damn. Like you start seeing this. Now I was like, okay, now I get why people are so upset about these developments, because it's not creating, you know, luxury development. Most of them are still vacant, and that's why it's like, nothing's happening in there, and it's like, damn, like it's
which buildings are now getting abatements? The military base is getting some, right?
I think, what was it, the one they just put up over there? Was it 40? The new Bay one? You know,
yeah,
it's a lot
Bay
better.
151.
Yeah,
they got an abatement. There's a list of because the military base is like so many buildings. What is there? It's got to be at least.
You got Harbor Point. I mean,
thousands of people.
You got all these new. You got the Bay 51, 41 going up. You got the.
You should do the next podcast from down there. Thousands of people.
So all these new buildings that have been going up in Bayonne, What percentage of those are getting abatements?
I'd say like
all of them.
Yeah.
All these new
All
buildings,
of
all
them.
these huge monstrosities.
All of them.
Who's building these buildings?
Who's building?
Is
the
it one
buildings?
person? Is it a group? Is it somebody?
There's a list of developers. You know, it seems to be that's I guess certain developers. How would they say it, Lefty? Their permits get expedited. You know.
Yeah.
They get. You know. Their paperwork is streamlined. That's it.
Now, what's even crazy is like you're getting all these buildings going up, and what you end up with is like kind of like a China, where they build out all these cities. The government builds all this stuff. The stuff just sits there decaying and rotting over years. Why? Because there's no business. There's no commerce happening in the city. Nothing's going on. These people go there to live, but then they go shop in New York City. They hop on the ferry to go to New York City. They hop on the shuttle bus to go shop in Jersey City because there's nothing in Bayonne. Sure, you got a few places coming up, but you can't. There's not really much of anything here. You can't really go around and shop. You can't really. You got either the franchises like Foot Locker, that's the same price everywhere else, but you got no real like branded mom and pop shops that you like just go there for because they give you that personalized touch.
Tell you what, you want to have real fun? Go down Broadway in a wheelchair and see how many places you can get in a wheelchair.
I was just thinking of that. Lefty did the wheelchair video. He made a video of what it was like trying to get into stores.
Yeah, they don't. You can't even. They got no ramp, no nothing. You
Nothing.
Gotta just, it's So
What did the one person tell you? You're in a wheelchair. Go home. We deliver.
I can't browse like everybody else. You mean? Really? I got beat up. I got assaulted a couple times.
Damn.
Yeah, one lady sells wheelchairs for a living, and she got mad because Michelle pulls up in a wheelchair, and we're like, "How do you get in?" There was 2 steps to get into the place that sells wheelchairs, and instead of solving the problem, she figured the best thing to do would be to smack me on camera.
Oh wow.
So I took her to court, and I said, "I'll drop the charges if you put a ramp in," and she put a ramp in.
Wow.
But
you got to go through all that trouble just to get the ramp.
And the town doesn't care. I've been to the council meetings a bunch of times about this issue. They don't care. They don't care to enforce the ADA. Even on new storefronts, there's a pharmacy that just went up on 27th. Pharmacy that takes care of sick people in wheelchairs. On 27th Street and Broadway is a step to get in that new one. That big, huge brick thing they put in front of that old White House. Right there.
Wow.
You can't get in there. Pharmacy on 4th Street. Can't get in there.
Yeah, I mean, because there's no business happening out here, so for them to build all that stuff doesn't make sense. Cause it's like they're throwing all this money at these developments, but people aren't going to stay if they got nowhere to shop and have fun and spend their money at. There's no commerce happening, so that's why
Is Cafe Talia open? I'm gonna go ask Cafe Talia if he's open. Maybe he'll join in on the documentary.
Oh,
what it's like being a small business owner.
That'd be great. That'd actually be
You know,
good.
I'm gonna see if he's.
Yeah, I'd go find out. That'd be good.
Yeah. So what more do you? Okay. What do you want to know about? Well, I guess you're going around asking people. What are you asking people? Let me ask you.
So right now in this video, because originally like this is kind of like the fall. Well,
you should turn this on.
Well, I really got no way to position. Well, actually, let's try to.
I'll hold it.
Well, I'll try to prop it up. So hold
You
on.
can prop it up on her.
Yeah, I'll prop this up. That way I can at least get the camera rolling.
There you go.
Yeah, so we got homies lift it up a little bit higher.
We'll give up the dab for
One
the
second.
dab rig. Not the dab rig, but the torch.
Little budget rig over here.
Are you a medical cannabis patient, by the way? I'm going to ask you.
I'm not. No.
okay.
Hold on,
You can be. Your doctor will prescribe it for you. Just living in New Jersey, Hudson County, you have anxiety. You qualify. Trust me.
No, I mean I tried smoking when I was a kid, but I get so sleepy and I fall asleep and it's like I throw up when I get sick. So I never like really got into it. Like whenever I smoke, I just get super like very very tired and I like just being awake. I like being super sharp. Like
Couch
always.
lock. Yeah, you need a sativa. You need something that's going to
Hold
keep
on,
you.
we just gotta raise. Maybe I'll even put it on here. It's kind of low. Hold up. Put this up like this.
There you go.
Yeah, that actually.
Oh, that's yeah.
I put this up even a little bit higher. I actually got books or something. I can put this up on.
You can just keep going up on here.
Just keep stacking this up.
Stack it on here.
Put it like.
Do that.
Yeah.
How's that?
That actually.
Yeah, you use like building blocks when we're kids here.
I'll put one more.
Just put a nice sturdy one up top there. Yeah. There you go. Oh my, look at that. This is great.
Over here. All right, this is good.
Shout out to Clorox wipes. We're all using them now. We're all wiping everything with our Clorox wipes. Shout out. I wish they were our sponsor. Boy, they're making a lot of money right now. These Clorox people. Bleach and everything. I got to bleach my bathroom. Freaking toilet backed up. We ain't talking about that today, then.
All right, so I'm rolling on you. Okay, cool.
All right.
All right, so right now in this, what I'm asking people in this documentary is, how did Bayonne go from where it was to where it is now. And like I watched, you know, I spoke to all the residents, and they all like, you know, they all remember how good it was. Everybody's lived here their whole life for 100 years, 70, 50 years, whatever. And they're so proud of their old city. They love it here. They remember the good times. Everybody's like reminiscing about the good times. As soon as I post a photo about Bayonne, everybody remembers it. Like, oh man, I love my city. They love it. And you see they have good memories, good times. But like when you compare that to what you see now, it's like you can't really understand. Like, what do you mean you had good times? Like the place is running down. But I got interested. So I started like just Googling like Bayonne in the 1900s, 1920s, 1800s, you know, the old days. And like Bayonne has a pretty incredible history. It was like a beach town in the 1800s back in the day. People would come out here to like luxury hotels, be swimming. It was like a beautiful town. Then you see like Rockefeller, they build out the oil tanks and stuff, and you create all these jobs. But now it's like a dirty oil town.
I still swim in the bay. What's wrong?
And New Orleans, I mean, you could.
It's
probably.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I still call it a beach town. I go down, I sit up a chair, and I get a tan. Right by 16th Street Park, there's a nice little area. Just clean out some garbage. Clean the garbage. No, I'm not kidding. Just push the garbage away. There's usually in a few condoms and needles. Just push them away, and then you can lay there on the beach, look at the beautiful skyline, and you know the what are those things, those Hoth things from the Star Wars, the.
Oh, those cranes.
Yeah, they're from Star Wars. The Star Wars things. Yeah. Yeah, I guess they look like cranes, but
those boat cargo cranes.
Okay, you call them that. I call them the Star Wars things.
Pickup things. Yeah, they look like it.
The Star Wars pickup things. And I just lay there. I look at that. It's a beautiful scene.
It's a beautiful view.
You can go swimming. My grandma used to swim in that water. If it's good enough for grandma, she lived to be 96, by the way. It's good enough for me. PCBs, nah. Mercury, we're better than that. Swim in the bay, no problems.
I gotta check it out. Maybe I'll jump in the summer.
Let's go swimming.
We'll go for a little swim in the bay. Yeah.
You might want to wear a wetsuit, maybe.
Yeah, but now I started seeing that Bayonne had this whole history. You know, they had good times, and then
I love Bayonne. I go. We actually clean up the beach once a month during low tide. They send a whole crew out to the parks and the whole. We are a beach town, and we have a lot of stuff that washes in from other places because we're a beach town. The whole beach or a peninsula, and so they clean up the entire beach. Literally tons of debris and garbage.
I've seen it. Yeah, I mean, last year I was really involved with the garbage. I actually made my garbage documentary on Facebook.
Oh, really?
A lot of garbage in here in Bayonne. Volunteered to be a garbage man. It only lasted 90 minutes. It was brutal.
Wait a minute. You volunteered to be a garbage man for 90 minutes in Bayonne?
Well, I was supposed to be for a whole day. Originally, it was crazy. Last year I was super involved with what happened was I stepped out my house one day. I stepped into a big pile of dog shit. I'm like, what? I started flipping out. I'm like, why is there shit and garbage all over my? What the fuck? Like, we moved here, it was so clean, and like a year later, it's like shit and garbage. I'm like, what? I was flipping out. I posted a video on Facebook. People were all like, oh my god, yeah, they were all about it. And I'm like, me and my wife started picking up trash around.
Just let me say one thing. Imagine you're in a wheelchair and you roll over dog shit in a wheelchair and you have to touch that.
Oh my god, you gotta roll
just saying, just I didn't realize that they had that problem. But my friend actually rolled over some glass one day and he cut his hands.
Oh man!
And everything that's on the ground is on his hands. So yeah, you step in dog shit. People in wheelchairs will get it on their hands.
Damn, that's not good at all.
This is a dirty town now. You're right.
It's dirty, yeah.
Because I've seen it. I've seen the dog shit with the wheelchairs.
Yeah, and then also you look at the fine is $50. Like nobody cares. $50 fine. It's like a joke. Like you go to what is it? Seaside Heights is $1,500. Like that shit hits you hard.
There you go.
But now last year we got really involved with the garbage. We started picking up, cleaning up. We started doing it on our own on Avenue A. And then
nice.
We did a little bit with the Rotary. Then they had the Earth Day cleanup. So we got involved.
Right.
And originally, I noticed all these garbage guys they're kind of like what's the word? Oblivious. They're just like, or they don't give a fuck. They're just tossing it, shit spilling out, it's falling out. And what got this whole thing started is I witnessed a garbage guy take the garbage, half it just spilled out. The wind blew it all over the streets. And I was like, holy shit, it was the most incompetent workers I've seen in my entire life. And I witnessed these garbage guys several times, and I was like, holy shit, that's why we got this garbage. So originally, I posted like another video, a 10-minute video, which was my solution how to solve it, and a lot of the heat was directed at the garbage guys. I'm like, yo, we got to hire better guys, better companies, get some competent workers. And then a guy that works at the sanitation here, he commented, he called me out. He's like, you don't know what it's like to be a garbage man. Come step in my shoes for a day. You're gonna eat your words. You're gonna take it all back. I'm like, all right, bet. So on Facebook, the day before, the guy is like, all right, let's do this. I'm like, where are we meeting? Like, about to throw down hands. I'm like, where are we going to meet at? He's like, meet me on 16th and Broadway. We're going to be there at 5:30, be there sharp. I showed up the next morning. I got my wife. I woke her up. I'm like, Mom, see, I need to come film me. So she, like, came out to shoot me with the camera. And these guys just hand me a vest. I'm like, yo, how do we, like, what's the job description? He's like, pick it up and throw it in the truck. And then it was brutal because, like, that night, it rained.
Oh, no.
So all these cans were filled with water. These things weighed like 80, 100 pounds. They were heavy as hell. I'm like trying to lift this stuff up. It's splashing water. It's like garbage.
No. You got juice on you.
Yeah, and like I'm trying to like originally in my video, I'm like, you guys gotta do this with a little bit of finesse. You know, like don't be so reckless. You can't do this job with finesse because this shit is splashing in your face. It's like and then what's crazy, you got the garbage splashing. You reach every single time you reach into a garbage can, it's like playing Russian roulette. You got like glass shards, you got halogen things, you got like tampons, you got fucking garbage, like straight up toxic shit. And it's like you never know what you're gonna reach in for, and you gotta reach in to pull out the garbage because these cans weigh like 100 pounds. You try to lift them up, they're cheap. They start breaking. The shit starts spilling. It was like holy shit. And then it's just so many things you gotta watch. I'll send it to you. But I lasted 90 minutes because then I ended up twisting my ankle on the fucking broken Bayonne roads. You see in the video, I put my ankle. I got a 2nd-degree ankle sprain. I twisted my ankle trying to put the cans back in the right side of the street. And then eventually I was just slowing down the team. They're like, listen, Mike, thanks, man, for your effort, man. You got to go. You're slowing us down. So they had a busy schedule, but it was an eye-opening experience. And after that, that's when I realized, hey, you know what? You've got good people. You got bad people. You've got people that are competent, and you got incompetent people. But you got to try to work with people that are good, and you got to just make them better and really work with good people.
You can
and
train anybody to
be
do
good.
anything.
You got to train good people.
So,
you got to have good management. And it seems like maybe because the management's getting the money.
It's about the management.
Because these guys, I was like, how much you guys get paid? They get paid like $12, $15 an hour, like nothing. And they're busting their, when you see this, the work they do.
I know, I see it.
I've done some hard work in my life, but this was like the most grueling job I've done in my entire life. And after that, like huge amount of respect. So people at Truck 101, Joseph Zimmerman, those guys, like huge respect. Like shout out to those guys.
Why is the town ticketing the garbage trucks? They seem to be over. This is what I'm hearing from the lawyer for the garbage guys. Says that the town is literally giving them tickets because they're blocking streets, picking up garbage.
That's the thing. Well, originally, whenever a truck is in the street, you try to get around it. Nobody wants to get stuck behind us.
No.
But then the day I was doing it, I realized why this happens is because you got these small little tight streets. And you've got all this garbage, and they're trying to stick it in the truck that's trying to eat the garbage. But the reason it's even slower is because a lot of this garbage, it's not in containers. So it's like in bags. It's full, like animals are eating the bags, garbage is falling out. So these workers are running bag by, instead of taking one bin, they're taking they're running back and forth, wasting time, bag. They're now like taking out the stuff to fold. It's just very inefficient. This whole thing is extremely inefficient, and it's just like you gotta watch. I'll link it to you. I'll give you the video, but it's crazy. You'll see it. You'll be like, holy shit. It's like, damn. But it just shows there's so much. We're hiring incompetent management for these. I know we go for the lowest bidder. We really got to get good garbage companies. They're understaffed. So the way it was, they had the driver of the truck. They had 2 guys. The guy in the truck, his job is not to actually pick up the trash. His job is to just drive the truck. But they were so behind, he would get out and help them, even though it's not his job.
Okay.
And I figured to make this run smoothly and efficiently, it'd be optimal to have teams of 5. Where you've got the driver who's just driving. You've got workers that are actually 2 guys that are throwing, or 3 guys that are throwing the trash. You've got a guy who's pulling the cans out into the street. Because what happens is the reason it takes longer is because these guys got to run all the way into the curb. Sometimes the cars are too tight and you can't squeeze the bin between the cars, so they got to walk it around. They got to throw the bags.
I've seen that. I've seen the guy going beforehand, pulling out all the.
Yeah, so it'd be good to have a guy that their job is just to pull it out.
Is that normal procedure? Or
I don't know, because when we did it, it wasn't really happening. I've noticed it happening on and off. It wasn't like a standard, but I would have one guy whose sole duty is to just pull out these cans. They have like 2 or 3 guys that are actually throwing it and tossing it, and then you got another guy who's just putting it back. And maybe the guy putting it back, I don't know. Like, I'm not a legal guy, so if you can give them authority,
you're illegal.
I'm not allowed.
Let me see your green card. I'm just kidding.
Now, what I was saying, if that last guy, you can give him authority to write tickets, like fines, because a lot of these homeowners, they didn't put it in the cans. They had garbage spilling out. They were like throwing out like straight up like fluorescent, like dangerous. This shit almost broke on me. Like dangerous stuff, and it's like you shouldn't be like straight up not right stuff. So this is like fines. So I think like definitely people would be a lot smarter and a lot cleaner if now they were on the hook for paying penalties. They're like, all right, yo, this shit is like, I don't want to pay these $1,000 fines, so I'm gonna make sure my tenants put it inside the can. Make sure we're not putting dangerous fucking shit in here, because you got to see this video. It's before I was against the garbage guys, but then I saw it really opened my. I was like, holy shit, it was brutal. It was brutal.
So as a landlord, how do I keep my tenants from doing dumb shit, like putting batteries in the garbage or something, or mixing, like they don't take recyclables together. Like you can't mix them together. So sometimes my tenants will mix it together and they won't take it. So then we're stuck with more garbage.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I mean, it's a very good question.
And I'm not here all the time to police the garbage.
Exactly.
But
yeah,
it's an issue.
That's a very good question. And I'm not a homeowner. I'm not a landlord. I'm not a legal guy that understands the whole legal system.
Well, they're going to come after me.
They're gonna come after you. So I would like to just pass that on to the tenants. Now you got to pay these fines.
Yeah.
Your rent. The landlord got a ticket for $500, $1,000. Now it's going straight to the tenant.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the way I would do is pass that fine on to the tenant. You guys also initially as a landlord, you got to qualify good people. Got to qualify people that are just competent. That that are decent. They're not like oblivious and stupid and just they don't give a fuck.
Right.
People that look like they actually have a care in what they're doing. They have some sense of pride in what they do.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know if that falls into like you can't be like that. But
people make mistakes, but that's the thing. They don't take the garbage sometimes.
if it's happening on and off, I just give them like a warning. Hey, listen, like I'm getting scarred. But now, like if he keeps happening, like listen, now you got to pay for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't allow it where the landlord could pass this fine on to the tenants.
Yeah.
And then another question might be like, hey, I got like 10 tenants. I don't know which tenant's doing it. Well, now we get split for the whole building. So I mean, it sucks. It's not fair. But you know what? Now these tenants they're gonna punish each other for themselves. Instead of you doing the work, now they're gonna the whole building fucking hates me. So I better make sure the shit is clean.
So if I got to go after every tenant, say I did that, I went after every tenant, I have to take every tenant to court. I can't just charge them a bill. I can give them a bill, but if they don't pay it, then I have to take each tenant to court for that money. That's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare. Yeah, that sounds like a pain in the ass. That's why this whole you can just add it in as like like part of your, or eat it out the deposit or something, or eat it out of like whatever they get paid.
I gotta check my lease. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not like a Congress person that understands all this, but I mean, I'd like to just, you got to pass it to them.
Maybe my security will handle it.
Make sure they got to pay for it. Yeah.
Document it and then take it out in the security.
Yeah, because when people got to pay for something, like, and it's big, and it hurts, where it's like, shit, I got to pay $1,000 for this. I'm not gonna do that again. Like, I know one time I broke a car windshield by accident once, and I had to pay for the whole. It was like $1,000, and that's when I was like, holy shit, I'm never gonna do that again. Like, because when you got to pay out of your own pocket, it's like shit. When you're paying these petty $100, like $20 fines, it's like nobody cares. People just keep doing it, and it's like they don't care. So definitely, you got to be hard with the penalties. Yeah.
So the taxes in Bayonne have gone up. Mine actually did not go up this year. I got lucky this year; it didn't go up. But it has gone up.
That's what they're saying.
That's
what's happening.
For most people, it's gone up. So I was one of the lucky ones where it did not go up. But they need to do something about that, because, I mean, I don't even use the school system, but I'm paying for a school system that I'm not using. Which shouldn't matter. I have no problem doing that, but the kids don't even have pencils. I'm paying for a school system, and the kids don't even have pencils and air conditioning in some places, I'm hearing, and even laptops or something. I mean, why aren't we paying for these educational things for our children? Where's all this money going?
That's exactly what I was asking. Because we're spending all this money on the schools, like almost 60% going to the schools, millions of dollars. And I told Michael, I'm like, wait a minute. I get we're raising taxes. Everybody's getting paid money. Everybody's getting bonuses, and all this money's being thrown around. Does that mean we're producing some, like, some new Bill Gateses or something? Are we, like, pumping out, like, the next Mark Zuckerbergs out of these schools? Are these kids, like, opening up business in Bayonne and just killing it and making all this money and helping the town prosper? But that's not the case. The schools are they're barely getting by. You look at the schools, they've got, like, they're kind of run down. You got, like, the kids, like you said, they don't got their supplies, like pencils and papers and stuff.
Nothing.
But then you look at the staff, they're all getting these bonuses, these 106-figure salaries, and it's like, once I started looking at it, and I was like, what drove me crazy, because I'm a self-employed guy. I've been self-employed my entire life. My entire life, I've been paid based on performance, where if I'm not working, I'm not making no money. Right. Like, I have to learn to, like, be good at something where it's actually of value to that person, where now they'll pay me, and like be happy and satisfied.
Right.
To like create an actual valuable outcome for these people. Like I'm paid straight up on performance. So if I don't perform, I'm homeless. The school is not really paid on performance at all. It's like they get their salary, they're locked in for whatever X amount of years, 10 years, 20 years, and it just keeps going up and up and up and up. And it's like, are you guys like pumping out, like, are these kids like getting good grades? Are they like opening up businesses? Are they like,
who's the boss of the schools? Who's the boss? Who, like, when there's a problem, who do you go to as a school?
Oh, the superintendent.
Superintendent.
Yeah, John Neese.
Okay.
He lives in Keensburg.
And he doesn't even live here.
No, Keensburg at the beach.
Keensburg. And who does he go to? Like when he has a problem, who does he go to?
Well, he would come then to the board.
The board.
Yeah, the
so
nine of us.
Okay. And then who do you guys answer to?
The people vote us in.
the people?
Okay. Okay, that's good.
The people.
Yeah, but now what drove me crazy is like nothing here. Like where do you find a job that just pays you based on how long you've been there? And they keep increasing your salary, throwing you more money. Where do you find a job
Well,
like
who
that?
chooses that? Who makes that decision when the salary goes up? Is that the superintendent? Or is that the school? Who's in charge of that? Does the school board raise salaries, Mike? Who raises the salaries?
Well, we negotiate because the teachers have unionized, so they have a union. So we negotiate a contract.
Okay.
And it's usually a contract for about 3 years or so. And we give them a lump sum of money. Like we don't say, "Hey, you're a new teacher, you make $42,000, and you're an old." This is what they created. They want it, like, and you know they're fighting about this themselves, right? But yeah, so we basically just give them whatever it is, $70 million, and you know they decide that our new teachers are going to make this, and our old teachers are going to make that. But yeah, I call it the state pension buster, right? We created a nice little a little, I don't know if it's a maybe I guess some people would call it a scam. You know, definitely some people in New Jersey would call this a pension scam. But so instead of making money every year, getting a raise every year, going for like 45,000, 40, you know, to keep up with inflation, we don't give you a raise at all for 10 years, and then we give you a big raise because your pension is based off of your 3 highest years, right? So if we pay you a little now in the beginning and pay you a lot at the end, well, then when you retire, you're going to have a good $8,000-$9,000 monthly check.
They do that? They load their contract towards the end?
Yes, yeah. They loaded all the monies at the end, at the top. Yeah, so that's why you could have
by design.
That's why a teacher could be working there 20 years and all of a sudden she's making or he's making, you know, $150,000.
Yeah, and that's when I was like, where else do you find jobs like that? You want to go work at McDonald's, or you get like an entry level job, $10 an hour, and that's it forever. Like if you're not creating new value and doing more responsibility, like who else pays you based on how long you've been at a job? I mean, I know the teachers have a lot of work. It's a very tremendous amount of work, so I get it's a lot of work, but you can't really just throw up these salaries, or what are they based on? Like, are they just they're out of someone like just thin air? Like, it's like, is it just they're just throwing around numbers? They got money laying around. It's like, it's not based on anything. It's like a false economy. There's no demand supply. It's like it's totally just out of someone's ass. It's like just money, and it's not their money. It's your money.
It's
Oh, so did we ask Lefty yet what it's like?
This is what I'm talking about. Like the Postal Service doesn't have to answer to anybody. They answer to the Postmaster General, but there's no boss. There's no like boss. Like the school board has no boss.
There's no boss, just the
You're the
people.
boss. Mike is the boss.
Well, one of the 9 bosses.
You're one of the
yeah,
9 bosses,
one of the
and you
9.
actually don't agree with the other guys.
No.
You vote against the
we
other.
vote
guys.
against the other guys, right? Well, that's what the people wanted me to do. That's what I'm here to do.
You do. You voted against the contract or something. Or
I vote against that.
everything.
Everything.
You vote against.
I hold the record. All right. I hold the record. You know, out of all the trustees, I hold the record for voting no the most amount of times in a single season.
You're a filibuster.
You know.
Is that what they call you?
They call it stonewalling. They call
Stonewaller.
it. I don't know.
Stonewaller. That's
I don't know.
it.
That's what they said it
I like
once.
that.
You know.
Wow.
But it's only because they're all conflicted. You see, if they weren't all conflicted, if they didn't have all these conflicts, then I wouldn't be in my position.
Right. You wouldn't even got the job. You'd be just
well, Mike, tell us about those conflicts. What is a conflict? Just tell us what.
Well,
kind of conflict?
a conflict of interest is when you have like a relative that works for the school, right? So you can't really make rules that affect your relative's paychecks, right? That's not.
Oh, they have that?
Oh, yeah, there's a conflict. Well, some trustees, you know, their wife could be a teacher or a vice principal.
Nothing beyond.
You know, so right, you know, so you're voting on your own family's salary.
Yeah,
that's a conflict. Or you got other relatives that work there.
That's the problem. It's like they're in a way working with the school, so they're vulnerable. They're in a way it's biased because it's regardless it's going to be good for them. Thing is, like Mike, he's not his income doesn't come from there. He's not dependent on it, so he's able to look at it from a very neutral perspective of how it is.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I also want to get involved because we are both of us were self-employed.
That's what they hate. Yeah.
Yeah, we're both self-employed. We're both based on performance,
Right.
our incomes or livelihood. So that's why, like, everything we do, a market determines if it's needed, where the money comes from. But it's like their stuff is like, hey, they're throwing contracts at us. We're getting these raises. It's someone else's money. It's not my money. I'm just getting it regardless. Yeah, sure, I'll do. I'll take it. I'll vote yes for the team. I'll vote for the more money because it's not your money. But when it's easy to spend other people's money. But when you're the
When
one
it's
that's
your
producing
money.
it and you're creating it, you're doing all the work behind it.
Exactly.
Like you are the taxpayers, which you probably don't even have a say. Do they even have any say?
No, we don't vote on the taxes in Bayonne. We want to, but that hasn't passed yet.
It's like it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
almost like going to a restaurant. You sit down with you sit down with your wife or whatever. You sit down at the restaurant. You're eating. The waitress comes over. She's like, "Hey, what do you want to order?" You're like, "Oh, I'd love to get this. This burger." She's like, "No, you got to get this, and you got to pay." You're like, "Oh, I don't want to." Nope, you got to pay for this. You got to get this. It's the most. You got to pay for it. And you're like, "I don't know, but you got to pay for it. We're gonna take you to prison. We're gonna ruin your life. We're gonna take away your property. We're gonna bankrupt you. We're gonna take you to shit village." So it's like you got to just do it. You got to pay your they force you to pay your taxes. It keeps going up and up and up. I don't want to.
Exactly.
I don't want to pay that much money. I don't even have kids, or my kids are in with the school, or I homeschool my kids, or my kids are in private school. Now you got to pay twice. It's crazy. It's like, and the thing is, like, I don't want to spin too far off topic, but the same thing was happening in my dad's town in Maine, Danforth. We're also it's a town of 300 people. And the school is like eating up like almost $1 million, $2 million bucks, like all this money. They're eating up all the school. The school only got like 20 kids in it. These kids are all in the woods. They don't do anything. They live in the same town. But all the property taxes have like 10 times in the last few years. And now everybody's selling their homes. Everybody's leaving that town. And I realized like that my dad's been fighting that for like 20 years. And I thought it was like in his community. But then that's when everything in Bayonne started clicking. And then once I started talking to more people, it's like happening in all these different towns. I think it's a huge plague in America where you've got these small town halls that are just eating up all the taxpayer money and keeping it in their circle, and you've got this you almost got like this ruling class of people that are just keeping the money there, and it's not even money that they worked for. It's someone else's money that they're spending away. They're in power of creating the laws, and then they could punish people and they could really make their lives a hell. And it's not fair because I've seen my dad's town of Danforth. It's a beautiful beach town. I've seen it get diminished where now it's just places for sale. Everything is deteriorating. Nobody's there no more. All the businesses have shut down. All the businesses have left. And that kind of made me click, hey, that actually looks like that's happening here as well. Because you see all these places shutting down. Everything's deteriorating. It's running down. And it's like you get a China where you get these buildings put up. The government paid for all this stuff. All their friends built it. But there's no economy. There's no commerce.
Exactly.
The place, there's nothing going on. It's a dead town. That's why it's like we're to make it great
Right.
again. And that's why I'm running for the school board as well. That's why
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what's happening too. So now Mike got me involved. I'm like, hey, you know what? What caught my eye is Mike. He's this one guy over here, and you know what they say when you got that when you got everybody's doing one thing, the sheep, the crowd, you got that one person who's going against it. Everybody's giving him all the shit. I'm like, who is this guy? What is like? So I saw like everybody jumping on him on Facebook. I'm like, who? I got to see what this guy's about. So we had a lot of stuff in common, and like it was kind of crazy because like the Board of Ed. I grew up in New York City, so the Board of Ed is extremely PC. When I was a kid, they gave me hell. I mean, I dropped out of high school, but that's because like I would get expelled from every single school. They would like label me as like, oh, this guy, he's crazy. He's against the, it's crazy. The political correctness it's sick, and it's like I've seen how, like it's like a mafia. How like they have their one view of how stuff should be. That one view of everything, and if you don't fall into that view, you don't fall into their ideal like lifestyle. They like outcast you. They push you away. They try to make your life a living
They
hell.
unfriend you on Facebook.
They'll unfriend you. Yeah, they actually like all these people,
I block people like that.
Yeah, they'll block you. They'll unfriend you. Now you even got you got the cancel culture where now they'll go after your business. They'll go do all this shit. So that's why like people they talk at the left. They talk about being intolerant and stuff. But that's the most intolerant thing. They go as soon as you disagree with their view, they start labeling you as which is what they did to him. They started calling him a racist. They started calling him all this stuff. That's complete BS. The guy said one thing. Which actually has nothing. You said nothing racist.
No.
What did you say?
What did you say?
I just said because at the time there was all these posts going around Facebook. Everything was viral videos of all the protests that turned into looting. So I just said if there was going to be a riot in Bayonne, where would it start? Right? Would it be at ShopRite, Walmart, or Quick Check? Because they don't have any other stores left.
Yeah, and then they started calling him.
Okay.
They started being like, "Oh, that's racist." You know, that guy, he hates black. They started telling him all this shit.
All this stuff.
I mean,
And
the guy he asked a regular question.
I heard it was the you put Black Votes Matter.
Oh, the meme? The
That was-
meme,
I
the
heard
Joe
it was the-
Biden. There was a Joe Biden.
But Joe, thing is, people.
But that's
give-
what Sleepy Joe did. He did that. He said it.
Yeah, and what's funny is people start giving him shit about it, but that's what he actually did. And you can cut to the actual YouTube clips of him doing it, where he is like, "If you don't vote Democrat, you're not black." Like, Joe, they actually say all this racist shit. You can pull it up on YouTube. I'd actually link that in your chat somewhere. But he himself said the stuff like you posted. So you're just posting what he said, and now people are giving you shit and calling you racist
Exactly.
for the thing that came out of his mouth. That's what's insane. And then like they start throwing these things at you, and then these people, the super far left, you got the cancel culture. They go after your business, your family, it's crazy.
Exactly.
And I've seen what happened to Mike over here. They've really like put him aside because he didn't fall into their perfectly, politically correct thing. So like they totally pushed him out of here, and that's why like I'll fight for the little guy. I'll fight for the guy who's like, that's why like, you gotta come together. And right now it's a critical time in history where like you got like this insane political correctness has gone mad. You don't even have a Democrat Party anymore. Now it's like insanely crazy. The candidates are.
I learned that in Hudson County. It's very
insane.
strange.
So like now it's a time where like sure you may have certain little differences and like you may not like each other completely, but you got to look at, do you guys stand for the same principles? Do you stand for the same beliefs? Do you both want the same thing? And that's when you got to set aside your differences and you got to come together. That's like right now in Bayonne.
Exactly.
Sure, a lot of people, he's a controversial guy, but the guy likes to have a sense of humor. Nowadays you got to have a political sense of humor.
You can't.
But it's
Not allowed to be a real person anymore.
can't be a real person no more. That's what's crazy. You can't.
That's the problem. You're supposed to be able to
crazy.
be a real person. It's not supposed to be a political job for life. That's not what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and I was saying you got
Supposed to do your time, make a difference.
You got to just put aside
volunteer,
your
help
differences and
out.
get together. Exactly.
So did you get a chance to ask Lefty what it's like? Because Lefty's gone
We've been just
a fixed
talking
income.
We've been just bullshitting.
Oh,
but-
we just
but-
we got to ask Lefty what it's like here. Come on, we're talking about taxes.
Wait, let me just
All
cut
right,
this
so
one-
Lefty.
Wait. Let me just cut this one.
Oh, we gotta hit the buttons.
I want to know more about. I want to know more about how you're going to defend Trump for 2020. 'cause
Well, we're definitely going to
please.
defend him.
How are you going to defend?
But
him?
we got to get you. We got to get you for the documentary here. You got to ask.
Okay, what-
Mike's got to ask you what's it like.
All
You
right,
know,
so-
being a homeowner, you're on a fixed income. You inherited. You got grandma's house. The house has been in your family for how many years? 20, 40, 30?
Let me just focus you one second. Let me just focus you in. Hold up.
We've owned this house for since 1960. My family's owned it,
1960.
and my grandmother passed away, and then I bought my mother out of her share of the house, and we've had it ever since. And I rent it out to tenants right now.
Yeah, and you had you did the medical cannabis, right? So you had an accident,
Right.
and then so you're not really able to work.
Right. I'm
now.
disabled, so.
So what do you do now when, for the past 10 years when they
Well, yeah,
charge you more money?
They've been raising my taxes for the past 10 years. This is the first year they've actually lowered my taxes.
Lower taxes because they've been overcharging.
They've been going up and up and up and up and up, and it's like I can't go up anymore. How much more can it go?
Can't go anymore. So
So-
for all these years, what were your only options? What did you have to do? You just raise the rent. You just
Yeah, we have to raise the rents. and,
stop eating. Like what do you have to?
less medicine. Sure.
Less medicine.
Yeah.
See. Yeah. Yeah, Mike.
So actually, tell me about that. When, like, you've been paying property taxes for a while now. You got no choice.
Mm-hmm.
But when did it happen? Where it's kind of like you looked at your bill and you're like, whoa, what's up? Like, when did that happen? Like,
Yeah, what am I paying for?
when was that day? Walk me through that
Well,
day.
a couple of years ago, when I realized what my mother and my grandmother were paying when I got into the partnership with them, and I realized what they were paying in taxes, and it was ridiculous. And I was shocked. There's very little room for error when you have property in Bayonne. Like if your boiler goes, that's it. You're done. Anything like that, you need your tenants to just pay the upkeep of the place.
So what do these taxes look like? Just give me a real number. What's that like on a yearly thing right now? What's that look like?
It's almost $11,000.
$11,000.
And the water bill. Have you noticed anything?
The water bill is ridiculous.
Water.
Hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Because Bayonne sold their water to a private company, so we were just wondering. Now with
worst.
Corona and everybody's washing your hands 40 times a day, what's it really like trying to maintain a house and getting this new
So
bill?
let's actually talk a little bit about those taxes. So $11,000. That's almost like my rent here in Bayonne, I'm paying like $1,100. Like, what's it, like $1,200-$1,300 a year? $11K. That's like straight up just money. Like, you're just giving out. But I get you got to pay for all the certain. You know, you got like use the city. You know, you got the roads, the police, the fire, and all that stuff. But it keeps going up and up and up. Like when you said, Alonso, that it like almost doubled for you.
You almost doubled in the past 10 years.
So 10 years.
10
It almost
years
doubled
ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Is that bad? Yeah.
So
that much?
well, 10 years ago, right? I was paying probably $4,000. Now I'm paying $8,000. You were probably,
Really?
Yeah, you were probably paying $5,000. Now you're paying $10 or $11 almost.
So in that period, like, have you noticed like any significant difference, like justified the price going up?
No. I still see no wheelchair access. There's no wheelchair cutouts in Bayonne for to get off a curb. Like if you have a wheelchair in 49th Street and Avenue C, you have to actually drive out in the street with the wheelchair. So what are they doing with that $11,000 every year when they can't even put a curb cutout for a wheelchair on Avenue C and 49th? For years it's been like that. And they did some patching at one point.
Oh, the patch.
It's bad. You still have to drive in the street
Yeah.
on the other side. It's terrible.
So I mean, everybody, people, the public, they always hear about homeowners, property taxes. People like me. I mean, I rent, so people, it's hard for them to kind of understand like what's that like. Oh, taxes. You hear about it, but nobody knows what is it like. What does it actually mean to them? So you're a real person. You got a life. You work. You got stuff.
No, I can't work. I'm disabled.
You can't. Oh, and you
Fixed,
still got.
yeah,
you still
no,
got
fixed
I'm
income.
on a fixed income.
So what does that mean? That means when your taxes go up, you can't ask your boss for more money.
No, it is what it is.
No, Social Security, do they give you?
No, they give me a.
Like if your bills go up, can they help? Do they help give you anything?
No.
So wait, can you just repeat that you're on a fixed income and just go into that?
Yeah, I'm on a fixed income, so I have to pay these taxes out of my government checks.
So basically,
because he's disabled,
now you gotta like cut down on your own necessary services like food and just your own essential stuff to pay these taxes, which aren't even like really giving you anything in return. It's like,
right. If I saw the wheelchair cutouts and I saw clean streets, they have a street cleaner. I was following them the other day. What do these street cleaners do?
Street sweeper.
A street sweeper. Excuse me, because they do not clean the street. They just put dust in the air everywhere. Everywhere. I took a video, and I was shocked. All the dirt and debris that just went up in the air. And all they do is make money doing that.
So when you first got the house, when you helped out with the grandma and the mom, you had a partnership. You had tenants then? You rented it out?
Yeah, we sure did.
So what were you charging for rent back then?
The rents were
in the
a lot
beginning?
cheaper, probably like $1,100.
Let's say like $1,100. And then as they raised the taxes, you had no choice.
Right.
Because it's either, like you said, have less medicine, less food.
Right.
Because where's the money going to come from, right? Where that...
Right.
So you had to then raise the rent?
Yeah, the rents went up hundreds of dollars from that.
Hundreds of dollars a month.
Sure.
can you just repeat that, but just repeat his questions like, hey, so after the rents, because the tax went up, now I got to raise my rent, and then just kind of.
Oh yeah, so the taxes went up, and so the rents had to be raised up every year. So the taxes went up. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that sucks.
Did yours go up this year, and yours went up again, or they stayed the same? Well, you don't know. You're in appeal.
I'm in appeal.
You're in appeal.
I'm in appeal, yeah, because we did this reevaluation. So that's
Okay.
supposed to be what they call making everything equal and fair. But they made mistakes, they cut corners, and then Corona happened. So whether they made mistakes first and blamed it on the Corona or they really did, I don't really know. But yeah, the guy measured my house wrong.
So let's talk about that because Corona.
Wait a minute. What do you mean he measured your house wrong?
He measured my house wrong. Okay, so you're charged. Your taxes are based on your square footage.
Right.
So
how many square feet is your house?
I have 820 square feet on each floor, so the total is 1640.
Okay.
But
and they go by that.
But see, what they do is they don't come inside and measure. They measure the outside. But I'm attached, and you can't measure. You can only measure the front and the back. You can't measure the sides. So they measured my neighbor's side, but she's on the corner, and she's longer. She's bigger. She put in an extension.
Really?
And the guy I guess the inspector came and just hit copy paste.
Oh my god.
And so they charged me for the same size. Wow. And I said, I don't have a 2,000 square foot home. This is wrong. But then it took months to appeal because of Corona, and they were open. And then, we made a video. It seems to be that you can only get things done if you make a video. but,
Yeah,
you know.
pretty much.
Yeah, we made a video. We showed them the errors. They said they're gonna fix it 30 days after Corona ends. So apparently that could be any year.
Yeah, some stranger on a microphone is going to tell us when it's over. We're gonna be
Exactly.
like, okay.
The
back
voice
to
is
work."
gonna come on the TV.
Yeah. Corona is over.
So I wanted to actually just talk about that Corona. So Corona happened. As you know, people they're not working, unemployed. Unemployment's happening. Businesses are being forced to close down. They can't function no more. Well, it's getting a little bit easier now. People are starting to open, but regardless, it's not what it was before Corona. So as a homeowner, you still got to pay your mortgage. You still got to pay the property taxes. I know they've given tenants a lot of slack where they can be late on the rent. They don't got to pay. You can't evict them. They've given tenants a lot of it's a lot of stuff where they can really get some slack on it. But at the end of the day, I know a lot of people are also facing the mortgage forbearance and all that stuff. And now it's crazy. Aren't the property taxes for bail coming up soon?
Coming up soon. Well, you got to pay them quarterly.
And you got to pay the whole thing.
I just paid mine.
Oh, you just paid it.
Just paid mine.
Yeah, and I'll say what's even more crazy is a lot of these places now, they haven't been working, or their income has been slightly, not slightly, but incredibly reduced.
That's right. Interest rate is 18%.
And they're giving these tenants all this slack to not pay their rent. They can't evict them.
Right.
But they're still going after the homeowners to pay these taxes. So
Yeah.
it's like, you guys killed our businesses.
Where's my abatement?
Yeah,
I've been here.
It's crazy. That's why you made it where I can't work no more. I can't.
It's only
run
for
my
new
business.
customers.
It's crazy. It's like
It's a class war. They're trying to get rid of the middle class and just create
We're getting squeezed out.
The working class always gets the
Exactly.
shaft, man. That's us.
Wait, so you grew up in this house?
Yeah.
You did.
I grew up here.
So you remember? Do you remember the old Broadway?
Oh yeah.
When I call it the old Broadway, I live
Yeah.
here, so I call it the old. To
Lyceum.
producer Mike, it's just
I'll actually
Broadway. There's
talk
no.
about- let's talk about the old
because
Broadway.
he really wants to understand, because I talk about it sometimes. I tell you could walk down Broadway, there'd be stores outside selling stuff on the
Yeah,
sidewalk,
yeah.
sales, midnight sales.
Yeah.
There's places to eat, drink, shop. People came from other towns. But anyway, I don't want to give you all the answers.
Tell me the good old
But no,
days.
really, can you remember walking down Broadway with your friends or anything, or with your
Sure.
parents or grandma? Did she shop on Broadway?
What was that one place that we went to on not McCrory's? Was it McCrory's?
I do remember McCrory's. That was probably in the 80s.
Woolworths.
Well, Woolworths.
At the counter. We used to sit at the counter and have coffee and eggs at the old counter there. Lyceum Theater. They used to have the Lyceum Theater for years.
Wow.
Uncle Milty's on First Street was awesome. Used to go to Uncle Milty's all the time. And Bayonne was a nice town back then.
That was like a boardwalk with a Ferris wheel right
Boardwalk.
down there.
Grandma used to go swimming in the bay.
Swimming in the bay.
Grandma swam in the bay.
Wow. So Grandma was here when it was clean, when it was nice, and when it was a beach, kind of.
I think it's still
Kinda-
fine, Mike.
still fine.
You want to go swimming later? I mean, I'm serious.
It just says don't eat the crabs. It doesn't say no swimming, right?
We can swim. We have a beach. We can put out a chair.
Beach.
We have sand.
We do.
You just got to clean the stuff
do.
off. You'll find it.
You never had to do that, but that's amazing that you've owned this house long enough. Your grandparents remember.
Yeah, they used to swim in both sides.
Wow.
Both sides of the
In the New York Harbor.
Yeah, that's probably the fun side to swim. New York
That's
Harbor
probably-
swim. Yeah,
right.
I think I'd rather go over there. But here it's only a block away to go jump in
Yeah.
the. Yeah.
Because we were just trying to say, so it was no problem as a kid or your parents. You got to buy something, need a shirt, you could go get it. But now, where are you shopping? We don't have that many options left to shop from. I mean, if you need
Tell me
where do you
about,
get your shirts made from? Right? Anybody in town? Is there any businesses you can give a shout out to?
The guy in town that I went to was awful.
Oh.
I tried to go in town. I tried. First of all, he had no step for a wheelchair, but I still went there anyway.
Right.
Even though
Okay.
he had no
All
step
right.
and no ramp.
All right. You shamed
I'm
him
sorry.
for
Did I say
that.
no step? He had no ramp.
No ramp.
He had a step for a wheelchair. I went in there anyway. Got the stuff. It was all wrong. He printed it backwards on the shirt.
Oh.
All right. So, no, I go out of town for my shirt. Sorry.
Actually, I got a question. How come I also notice sometimes you walk into these businesses like today, you walk in, you think your customers they greet you happy they're getting some walk-in traffic finally, but instead what do you want? Yeah, they're giving you attitude. They get what the hell? I'm
Is
here.
that-
I remember we came to this one. I don't want to say no names, but one time we came to this one spot. We're ready to spend money. Me and Mama Sita, my wife, we're gonna do an episode about like cooking and bakeries and all the food. We're gonna go in there and spend like $300 and just buy all their food to make a video. But they're like, oh, you want, and they're giving us this nasty ass attitude. So we just bought like one cupcake and just left. So
Is that a Bayonne thing? Is that the
So I was
Bayonne?
like,
Instead of hi, how can I help you? Thank you for
crazy.
coming. It's what do you want?
Was it Judickies? Because they didn't have wheelchair access either. Just saying.
No, but it was crazy. It's like we're happy, ready to spend money at your business, and they're just like what do you want? You want this? Yeah. Like, or even at these restaurants. Oh, you want that? Oh, like, and then they bring you your check.
What kind of accent is that?
I don't know. It's like just a nasty rude. it's like.
You should hear Lefty when he plays cops and robbers.
We were at a restaurant once.
Get him, Johnny.
And like they're like, usually you go to the restaurant.
What do you want?
What do you?
No soup for you.
I know.
Oh, you went there?
That's
You
how
went.
it is.
You went to the soup.
It's crazy. And like we're sitting there, and usually you want to like when you're the restaurant person, you want the customers to be there all day so they can order more food. You keep trying to, but they're like how you do? And then they try to run us. They try to give. We're sitting there. They just give us the check in the middle of our food. It's like trying to like what the fuck? Like,
Salt, pepper, cheese, check.
Those are not the owners. Those are workers. It's probably a chain. I'm gonna just
It wasn't
say,
a chain.
Not
It wasn't a chain.
It's a mom and pop place.
It was a mom. It was a local Broadway shop.
Well,
He was trying to embrace the local.
It was a worker. It was not the mom and pop. Obviously, it was a worker that was not happy to be there. And
Yeah, but that's the thing. I've seen so much stuff like that. Originally when I came here, it was like
Restaurants.
Disney
Can you
Town.
remember old restaurants? You got any old restaurants that your family went to as a kid all the time? What was Grandma's favorite restaurant?
The
maybe?
Hi-Hat.
The Hi-Hat. Oh,
That was nice.
That was nice.
And now there's Chromium there. Oh,
Now
good
this-
times.
yeah.
And we're paying for the cleanup of Chromium.
Yeah, that
No,
was
but
like one of
I
the
was
only
gonna ask you,
catering
though.
halls, right? That was like you could have a wedding there, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
But now, if you want to have an event, like when you guys have your events, is there anywhere in town you could just go to the park? What do you?
No.
No.
No, but I was thinking, why did the service get the customer service? Like, what happened? Like, you'd think you'd be happy to get some new happy business in there, but why? Are they
It's
like,
chains. If you're a chain restaurant, you probably get workers that, and if they're not trained correctly, they're just going to come in.
You think
and
it's because
But
waitresses
these
don't
weren't
get
chains,
paid?
though.
and do their time.
Is it because
It
they don't
wasn't
get?
a chain.
It wasn't. Well,
I've
that's
seen this
yeah.
at several places.
Really
Several.
mom and
So,
pop places.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. So like,
Do you
why-
think more Bayonne people, like the workers, used to like all live here? The owner of the restaurant would live in town, and now he's probably from out of town. I mean, I remember the old days, right? The owner would probably live upstairs, even above all the stores. You know,
Well, you know what's funny? I'll tell you a quick story.
Irwin's, Barney Stock.
We went to Keyport to try to get my friend's quarter pound of weed back from the Keyport police.
Keyport, do you
Which
know?
we did. We got
Wait,
it back.
Keyport, seriously?
Keyport.
Keyport. Our city attorney is the mayor. Oh no, that's
No,
that's
Ocean
Oceanport.
Port.
Oh,
Oceanport. Jay
Man,
Coffey.
yeah,
Jay
it's
Coffey.
Oceanport, Keyport. How do I get all these
I
ports?
know Jay Coffey.
Too many ports.
He's a nice guy. So we go to this bong shop. They had hookah pipes. So we go into this place.
We don't have those.
Right. And he looked at me and, what? I'm like, hey, we'd like to look at this bong. Not for sale. I'm like, well, what about this one? No, I ain't gonna. Just real nasty to us.
That's what.
Was he from Bayonne?
So no, it gets better. So then we left. We found out later. Remember the shooting in Jersey City last year when the guy was shooting up the town? And started in the graveyard.
Oh, the couple or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the guy. That store is the one that sold him the gun. We found out later. That store. That guy.
That's the
That
guy.
guy was
You
a
met-
jerk because he was gonna he sold a gun to somebody.
You met the guy.
So I met that guy. So that's the kind of mentality you're dealing with. People that are just ignorant and just mean. Yeah. Probably gun nuts. Are you a gun nut, Mike? Being a Republican, or no?
No, I just support all the
You
amendments.
support the Second Amendment, right?
First, second, 14th, 20, all of them.
I support it. Yeah.
Yeah, I support that too. I like
You
that.
know?
Yeah, I'm not a gun nut. I like a bazooka though. I'd like the
Yeah.
right. I have the right to have a bazooka. I'm just saying.
You know,
So there's my Republican rant for the day.
AK-47.
See, I'm part Republican. A little bit.
A little bit.
Are you Republican? I'm just gonna ask you.
Yeah, I'm
You're a
straight up-
Trumper.
I'm concerned. Yeah, I'm for Trump. Yeah.
Well,
Really?
you got Republicans, you got Democrats, you got conservatives, you
very
got
conservative
liberals,
guy.
you got liberal Democrats, you
Yeah.
got conservative Democrats.
But how do you
got-
stick up for Trump after everything you've seen the last 4 years? How do you?
I mean, people say things. We've all said things. Everybody in our life, we all say stupid jokes and stuff. Everybody's got like either a sense of humor, and you can't take people so seriously because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what people say. You gotta look at their actions.
He's getting
and
the
when
job
you
done.
when you look at the man, when you actually look at what he's practically done over the course of his life, you may not agree with the way he's done certain things, but at the end of the day, I give people respect just for the hustle and for the work. Like the guy, he's built buildings. He's done incredible things with his life. He's employed people. He's got a lot of stuff against him, but he's done so many things.
lot.
He's got a lot against him, But
like what?
I mean, people complaining about like him not paying workers and stuff. I mean, I don't know. But
Yeah,
it's like,
He didn't pay his workers.
Stuff happens. Things happen. But at the end of the day, the guy actually pulled it off. Like a lot of me, I'd love to be developing
Well, I don't
nice
think
communities, but
I don't think we're gonna let what happened in Atlantic City happen in Bayonne.
Atlantic City, yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
Atlantic
my
City, they had a whole
goodness.
issue with Trump, but
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he learned, right? Because when he applied for the abatement for Bayonne, he put it in his son-in-law's name, Jared Kushner.
Yeah, I mean, when
right.
the-
So
when the
Bay
guy-
151 is owned by Trump. Everybody knows that, right? We got a Trump building in Bayonne.
So who's a better president, Trump or Washington? Now Washington owned slaves. Remember this. Or Jefferson. Let's say Jefferson. Jefferson or Trump? Who's a better president? You gonna say Trump?
That's a tough one,
It's a tough one, right?
You got to go with Trump.
Trump is a better president
Yeah,
than
you gotta
Jefferson.
go with
Well, he
Trump.
doesn't own slaves,
He doesn't,
right?
you know.
He didn't rape a slave, so
No.
there's that. He's got that, right?
You know.
Okay.
yeah, no. But at the end of the day,
Stormy
I just look at
Daniels
what
was-
he's done.
Oh, he
Compensated
did he
for
rape
her
her?
time, I thought.
He compensated that.
I thought she was
for rape.
compensated for her time. Yeah, not like Monica Lewinsky.
These guys are all corrupt. You guys that take sides, I know you guys are Republicans. I'm third party because I think the whole corrupt.
Is that Libertarian or Green
No, I
Party?
think it's Green
Are
this
you-
year.
Are you Green Party?
This year, I think it's Green because I don't really know the.
And how are you voting? New Jersey has a question on the ballot this year whether to legalize cannabis.
vote
How are you
yes.
voting?
Vote yes, of course.
Voting yes. Now, are you going to be at the Bayonne Council meetings when they decide if we should be allowed or pass a law banning cannabis
Are
stores?
they going to do that?
They're considering it.
They're considering banning cannabis in
In Bayonne, the stores. It won't be illegal to
medical,
have it.
Medical cannabis?
No, recreational.
Okay, so
Recreational is what they're talking about because of the legalization question.
they're going to make a distinction between medical and legalization here, medical and recreational in Bayonne?
I don't think they're going to make a distinction. Well, you tell me. Is a business going to open up a dispensary here?
Not that there's any line to, but there's
You
a
know.
need for it. There's people in wheelchairs. You have this
Right.
disabled war vets here.
Isn't
and-
there you could have an unlimited number of pharmacies in your town, but how many
Yeah.
dispensaries can you have in the state? Isn't it like a limit? So the only way a business would come in is if you allow both, and the city's not going to allow both.
Where did you hear they were talking about this?
Well, it's just, I guess,
Really, inside information
You
we
know,
got here.
I don't.
You think they're going to talk about this at the council?
Well, a lot of people have been talking about it because August 25th is the deadline for any office, the school board or the city council. August 25th is the last day to tell the clerk, put this question on the ballot to let the people vote, right? So they're debating. I think there's a council meeting coming up where it might be on their agenda.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it might be on the agenda.
A virtual council, or are they in?
Ooh,
Is-
I don't think they're allowing. I don't know. At school board, we let people in. We social
I
distance.
know. Yeah, how come the school board?
We social
does?
distance.
Yeah,
We give you masks if you don't have one.
Yeah.
You know.
but not the
We
council.
have all the hand sign. We don't just clean. We disinfect.
Oh yeah,
Right. There's
you,
a difference.
You look
between,
very clean that night, by the way.
There's a
Nice
difference
and dressed
between
up. Yeah.
cleaning and
You look good.
disinfecting, and we're going to be social distant. We're going to follow all the CDC guidelines. So we could open. I don't know why. And we even told them they could use our auditorium. No problem. The school board definitely believes in sharing with the city. Right. We want a partnership. They could use the auditorium to accommodate more. But they're not. They're going virtual.
So there's going to be a council meeting and a possible.
Yeah, and I think you could submit your question online ahead of time or something.
All right, now's the time where I let you guys host a show and I look it up. I got to
But
look
we
this.
got one. It's 1
No,
o'clock
go,
though.
Go ahead. I'll
We
answer
gotta,
more questions. No,
um,
I'll answer more questions. I have to look that up though. That's.
You gotta look that up.
We're looking for a meeting to go to.
You'll have time
I want to go to a
because
meeting,
I think it's at the end of August.
especially in Bayonne.
I don't know whatever that Wednesday
Bayonne.
is. Yeah, whatever.
Are you
that
kidding
Wednesday
me?
Is.
We don't have disabled war vets in Bayonne.
No.
Really?
We used to have a disabled War Vets Avenue or way, street, and they removed it.
You know what else they had in Bayonne? An N-word street. N-word lane.
Street?
N-word lane. It was up here, uptown. You can look it up.
N-word?
They erased most of the information on it, but if you Google that word, N-word
N-word.
lane,
That was a guy-
Bayonne, you'll see an old paper with that road listed. This is a racist town.
N-word. That's not somebody's
The
last
whole-
name.
Guys, this whole country has been racist for years. You guys know this. It's embedded. It started with day one when they wrote the Declaration of Independence. And people hate when I talk about this, but it says freedom of well, you know what I'm talking about. Every man. It talks about man. It doesn't talk about black men or women. It talks about men. So black men were not included in any of those founding fathers' papers. So that's why black people are mad today, because that flag represents something different to them than white people. It does.
We need a new flag.
You know what? I think get 51. Let's get a 51 star on there so we can start fresh, or put some new stripes. Let's do something different. I hope I didn't turn your mic off. Let's get a new flag. Let's start over. Seriously,
You know, you could really do that. You could actually make a flag and send
let's
it
do
in.
that. It's
and
time. It's time.
There'll be a committee review.
Because there is a lot of racism based on that flag. That flag does represent something different for people of color. It really does. And as a Christian, I have to understand that we have to do the right thing. I don't believe in political parties. There's no left or right. There's only an up or down.
But isn't the stars and stripes? The stars and stripes.
Right and wrong. Right and wrong. And I'm sorry that most of the correct things are liberal policies, because it seems like liberal policies are, and I hate to say that because I don't like liberal policies, but to be compassionate towards like immigrants, to be compassionate towards the homeless, to be compassionate towards, people in wheelchairs, just don't see that anywhere anymore. Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. Or you have another question for me?
How much time we got? What we got? When's our next?
Well, he's ready.
Oh, he's ready. We're probably gonna get wrapped.
Okay.
You want to ask Lefty anything else?
What was I looking up, by the way?
Council meeting, city council meeting.
So what we talked about, you use a homeowner, taxpayer. Talked about the old times. Talked about. You were asking a lot of questions, Mike. So what we covered a couple of things.
Yeah, I got questions about the taxes, the rent. No,
Let me just get one last take. Just one of you. Just tell me. I'll kind of sum it up and just summarize exactly.
My name is Lefty.
You say, hey, I'm Lefty. I'm a Bayonne homeowner. 1 second. Yeah. So I'm just rolling focus.
Am I a Bayonne? What's it
I'm
called?
a Bayonnite. A Bayonnite.
A Bayonnite?
I'm gonna focus you right now.
What's a Bayonne?
Bayonne is how the operator used to pronounce our town, because she didn't understand the double N.
It sounds like bayonet. It sounds like bayonet.
And a few
Bayonne.
Italians.
All right, you roll.
Bayonet. I am Lefty Grimes, a longtime bayonet. Is it bayonet? No, it's
a Bayonnite. A Bayonnite.
Bayonne.
A Bayonnite.
Hi, I'm Lefty Grimes, longtime bayonet. Bayonne. And I pay my taxes every year, even though it makes me go broke, even though I can't afford it. I need my medical cannabis, and I can't afford it. And I'm getting hit from all sides. So give me a break. I'm on disability, and I need a break. Help me. Help us all. A lot of people are in my shoes, and the working class is always getting screwed. And we need help. How's that?
Good. Thank you. Awesome. That's
Thank
great.
you.
That's great. Awesome. All right, Lefty, it was a pleasure.
Mike, yes, dude. Thanks, man. Thank you so much.
Great little setup in here. This is great. Oh, actually, let me just get you on mic. I want to rip this thing over here.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Got a lot of stuff on here, like an hour of footage, but we got a lot of good stuff. So.
And you can always look this podcast up and get more.
What's it called? I gotta Google it. Is this live or is this?
Yeah, we're live right now. Sativa Cross.
Was it you got a card somewhere or something? I'm gonna pull it up, check it out later.
I probably do, but not handy.
Or what's your website? Where's this play down?
It's on YouTube on Sativa Cross, or Facebook me, Edward Grimes on Facebook.
I'm gonna add you on Facebook.
Yeah, there you go.
Edward Grimes.
Edward Grimes. Let's see. Virtual Planning Board meeting, August. Some sounds. Council Caucus meeting. Is that the one?
Well,
12th?
they might slip it in there.
Council meeting. Here we go. Council meeting, 7 o'clock on the 19th. All right. Where's the agenda?
What's your YouTube called?
Sativa Cross. SATIVA CROSS.
There we go. Sativa Cross.
Let's find the agenda. Do we have an agenda for this week?
Oh, are you live? Okay, cool.
Okay. View agenda. Okay. All right. Past agendas. Now we want a current agenda.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in the business section.
This is archives.
It could be an add-on. I don't know if
they hide everything.
You know that, right? They do these last minute.
Mm-hmm. I have to go to either the clerk. You have to look around. You have to go to the clerk's page sometimes, and then she'll have stuff here, like here, forms.
So Mike, who got next? Charles? Or
Charles, yeah.
How
Yeah.
far
Where's
is it?
Michelle? Michelle didn't come back. What happened?
No. Oh, what happened? Her dad got sick.
Oh.
You had to go to the hospital. Her dad. So they're taking care of him right now. So yeah, prayers for Michelle's dad.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's not good.
All right. So we got Charles.
I'm actually going to end the show because I'm going to look up this Bayonne thing now. I'm curious to know about this Bayonne. We're looking for a council meeting, and here's the It doesn't say the agenda. Hold on, let me find the agenda here. I don't see it. It would say council. We don't want past agendas. I want the new agenda.
All right, Lefty, I'm gonna get out of here. It was good seeing
All
you.
right, brother.
So you
Thanks,
wanna take
man.
care? Oh, it's once you got that garbage thing. It's on Facebook.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. I'll put up. It's right on
Okay.
my page. I'll send it to you.
Wicked. It's wicked dirty.
It's the
Literally
real deal.
wicked
It's all
dirty.
raw.
Wicked filthy. Sometimes that garbage truck literally drips water, drips the juice, all up the streets, and the whole streets smell like sewage. For
But if
like,
you watch the video, you'll see why.
it just drips out. They do it on purpose to drip it.
No, it's not. Well, I don't want to give you the ending though. You got to watch it. You got to watch it. There's a whole drippage scene.
It's just the foulest. It's the
Oh.
real deal. You gotta see it. It's the real deal.
How do we find that? Where do I look on Facebook?
Go to my page. Yeah.
What's
go
the page?
my name? So I had a long ass.
What's your last name?
Shatrafka. Shatravka. I follow
Mike
you.
Shatrafka.
Michael Shatrafka.
Michael Shatrafka.
You'll see it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
My media producer page. You'll see it.
All right.
It's the first thing up there.
All right, we're gonna look up your garbage video.
Garbage video.
Oh my God! Wow. Yeah, the other day the garbage truck had filth just dripping out of it, and it smelled the whole town up. It was awful. Wow. All right. Yeah. So there is a Bayonne thing here coming up. I have nobody here to help me look it up. If anyone wants to look it up, I don't see it anywhere. I don't see the Bayonne council meeting anywhere here. So sorry. I can't spend time on it because then you have dead air and then it's not cool. So I'm gonna actually get out of here early. I'm not gonna go back on the Zoom. Actually, if I go on the Zoom, I could look it up. Hang on. All right, let's go back on the Zoom. Then I can look this thing up. Hold on. All right, hold on. I'm gonna let you guys host the show. All right. Okay, boys and girls. You can host the show. Hold on. Ow, I'm using my bad arm. Ow, that was not good. That hurt.
Don't do that.
I'm trying to set this up. Hold on.
Shit.
Ow, I'm using my bad arm. There we go. Okay, who's on there?
Just me. I think everybody else is like busy with a life. I'm just hanging out today.
Okay, good.
So you're looking up this meeting?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the meeting. I don't see it anywhere. I'm looking for it now, though.
That's an interesting one. See what's going to happen with this one.
What's that? Bayonne?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
You think that they're going to wait and slide it in the last second?
Yeah, they're sneaking it in on us. Luckily, we have some inside information here from Mike Alonso, and we're going to look it up now. I don't see the agenda anywhere. Anywhere.
They like to hide them, don't they?
Yeah, where's the frickin' agenda?
I don't know. I don't know the Bayonne page. Can't help you with that.
Here it is, 8:17. It's a zoning board meeting. Okay, they give you the agenda there. Hold on, let me look at the agenda for the zoning board. Maybe they'll zone it out. Let's see. No.
Do you think it would be a zoning?
It hasn't gone to zoning
I don't
yet.
think it would be under zoning, right?
Sometimes they do it under zoning, but not here. All right. Where is council meeting, but there's no agenda.
Oh.
Maybe it's too early for
We're
an
gonna pay.
agenda.
Well, when's the meeting? Next week?
Yeah,
Then shouldn't the agenda be out already?
I would think so.
That's crazy.
It's the meeting's on Wednesday.
That's definitely weird.
You know what? I should call the town and ask them if there's an agenda.
There you go.
Yeah, I might do that. Let me keep looking. Let me just keep looking here.
See if it's on there anywhere. So Sunday's gonna be quite a thing, huh?
The tent is as big as a football field.
Wow.
It's huge.
Am I still supposed to bring my golf?
It's like a wedding tent. It's for like weddings and stuff. So I don't need to bring any tents or anything. I'm going to set up on the dance floor.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. And I have people
Right in the middle of it all.
Yeah, so people are helping move all the equipment. So I'm a one-armed person. I can't do anything. I can plug in some wires. That's about it.
Right.
Here, upcoming meetings, and there's no freaking.
No listing.
Hang on. Let me look at their count. Their caucus meeting.
Oh, is it still raining up there?
It was.
Sorry, I don't have anything good to ramble about today.
I'm looking for.
No help.
I don't see anything about cannabis here, or marijuana, as they would call it.
I'm not surprised. It's probably one of those things that they're going to wait, slide it in at the last second, and hope nobody shows up. And, you know, they want it under the radar, so maybe that's one to go to.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Just to be.
There we go. We're looking for one. Jeff wants to go to one.
Yay!
So, there we go. All right. Yeah, I don't see anything here from the last meeting.
Are we that surprised?
Yeah. All right. So with that, we're going to go. All right. I want to thank cmmnj.org and sativacross.com. Magical Butter, UFCW Local 152, davidversusautism.org, medical-freedom.com, thefallingsickness.com, NewJerseyWeedman.com, LetPatientsGrowNewJersey.com, New Jersey Grannies for Grass, JacksonStorms.com, ArloGlassOpenMachine.com, Pure Puff. Oh,
Lifestyle Shop.
I gotta change this right now.
Pure Puff Lifestyle Shop. Fix it now.
Fix it right now. Pure Puff Lifestyle Shop.
Fix it.
Life.
Gotta be right.
FEIFESTYLE. Lifestyle Shop. There we go. That's better.
Yep. And they're still in the same location, but of course you can get them online. They are shipping and delivering and making it very customer friendly. You know, but we already knew that. So it's fixed now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The first name on our list is Cheryl. Cheryl Miller. Sabina Rose. Diane Ripatella. Marie. Joan Ford, Randy Robertson, Polly Connolly, Bill Buckman, Chad, Jeremy, Joanne's husband, Troy, Russ, Roger Barber, Jay Oleto, Ella Bagelman. Hattie Koshel. Jake Honig. Armando. Lynn. Sean. Joyce. Lori. Brian. Thorne. Frank. Lorraine. Terry. Charlotte. Sheriff Ford McCullough. Jay Bird Brennan. Marley Sheen.
It was a beautiful service.
This breaks my heart.
Yeah, it does.
All right, hold on. I got to...
Beeping through?
No. This is... All she has to do is join on here. Hold on. We'll fix this. Hold on. Let me add this. There we go. Let's try that.
Hi! Hi! It looks sunny out there. Are you finishing the podcast?
Yes.
Yay!
We're on the last name.
Oh, I called just in time.
Yeah, because we're at Marley, and I'm just about to lose it looking at Marley's picture. And, yeah.
That's not easy. That was totally unexpected. Wow. I can't even imagine.
But the next name on our list is
My dear sweet son, is it?
yeah. Michael Dillon.
Michael Dillon. He passed away from a seizure in 2015, so I have decided to make helping other people who need cannabis, educate them, do what I can to help them. And in the meantime, I'm also promoting Give 10% to someone in need because they're not obviously, but they're sick, can't probably work, probably hard to work, probably not getting enough money because Jersey can't give it to you guys for medical prices. They make you pay full prices, which is ridiculous. So that's another thing that we're fighting for, and we're not going to stop. So everyone give 10% because someone needs 10%. And it's been a minute since I've been on here, and I'm happy to be back. So just never give up. Always keep on trying, even if you have sometimes when you can't be there. You know, you can always get back up and try again. So here I am, trying again. Thanks, Lefty.
Thank you.
Love you, honey bee. Thanks, Tracy. So hashtag they shall grow. Hashtag they shall grow.
Hashtag Vote Cannabis 2020.
Right. Oh, yes. You know, I haven't said the poem for a minute, but go ahead and then when I need help, I'm going to need help.
I'll do the first part, you do the second part. Here we go.
Okay, woohoo, here we go. Yay.
They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye. steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them.